covering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss.
McKinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure, steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown, Warriors! On the west side of the state, we open up in grand fashion near Grand Rapids. We're the Prep.
You say Rockford's feeling good? They're always feeling good. 5 years in a row, champions, they're feeling good. But they have some things to overcome in this game one.
Sunny skies, 71 degrees in Rockford, Michigan, where we get ready to unravel the 2025 season here on the Prep. Glad to be with you tonight. Chad Bush alongside Sam Stick Day. Stick, what a pleasure to be with you. Year 5 already, and it's good to see you back, big fella.
Yeah, year 5, and honestly, one of the biggest matchups that we've ever had on the Prep to kick off this 2025 season, and football's in the air. You're waking up. It's a little cooler. It's crisp outside. You can already hear the pads hitting, the hot dogs grilling, the coaches excited, the players excited. Fans were here literally an hour and a half. They didn't even open the gates. I had to, work my way in to get to this broadcast. Rockford is ready tonight.
Rockford's ready. 10,000 strong are guaranteed. Saline made the trip from the Ann Arbor area. Of course, a good season for them last year, Stick. Undefeated, league champs, but they left a little on the table.
Yeah, we were talking what's the right word to describe it this season? Retribution, I think, is the perfect word to describe it. You go undefeated, that gets taken away from you, and then you kind of fumble your way through the playoffs and don't really live up to what you were. This season, you're coming back with a vengeance, and that's exactly what I expect to see out of Saline today.
Meanwhile, Rockford last year started the year with a bang. They knocked off the eventual Division I state champions, Cass Tech, in the opener, and wow, what a season they had. They rattled off 3 straight. In fact, they would beat Granville the next week, Muskegon the next, and Rockford was on their way, but they would drop a couple games in a row, and quarterback play was not as consistent as it was early. And things just didn't come together for Rockford like most expected.
Yeah, uncharacteristic season, honestly. They have been a specific powerhouse for a very, very long time here on the west side of the state and just the entire state of Michigan. For them to only have 6 wins, I'm sure doesn't sit right with the juniors who are now seniors. They want to protect that legacy and say, hey, we're leaving you guys with an undefeated team. Take care of it.
All right, we've got more players to get into, more to discuss, but right now, the other side of this timeout, we'll talk to the head coach, Kyle Short. A return home for Kyle Short, back to where he graduated high school and he grew up here in Rockford. We got a dandy. Thanks for hanging out. We're the Prep. Opening night football 2025 on the Prep. It's Saline on the road to take on Rockford, a familiar place. Kyle Short, the head coach in his second year, joins us. He's from Rockford. This game's a little bit more special for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice to be home. Yeah, I graduated from Rockford in 2013, and then when Coach Brent Cummings took over as the head coach, I was able to be his offensive coordinator for his first year being a coach in 2020, the crazy COVID year where we actually had an opportunity to play Saline here in January. I brought up that film just watching it over the last summer, and you see snow everywhere, and so yeah, it's fun to be back, and it's kind of a full circle moment for me.
You're coming off a season at which you lost after a district championship appearance. I know not the finish you wanted, but you brought back some guys you're excited about, including 5 Division I guys that headline a talented roster that looks to get out for some revenge and success this year.
Yeah, it's a really close group, and there are some talent. There's some guys with Division I offers, and they're going to go on to big and better places, but I think I echo it, and every time I'm talking to someone about our team, is this group, this senior class, especially the class of 2026, is an extremely close group, and they've been playing with each other since they've been in 3rd grade. So just really excited to see them finally kick off the season and see with all the hard work they've been put in, and had a really good offseason, and it's here. It came quick.
There's something to be said about a team that can say that they have kids that have been together since the 3rd grade or grade school. It's a community, and that's what you came from in Rockford. Do you see a lot of similarities in Rockford and Saline?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of similarities. I think just the way that the community, like you said, supports each other, and athletics are very prominent in both schools. Both schools do a phenomenal job with all their athletics. Facilities are second to none. Walking around this place, like we were talking about, just seeing the changes they've made since I've been here, it's beautiful. But yeah, a lot of similarities and 2 great programs and great kids playing, and it'll be fun to watch them.
You have a great relationship as well with the head coach, so much that he thought enough of you to hire you as the offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
What an honor that must be, and this relationship with Coach Cummings is also special and unique.
Yeah, I remember getting a phone call. We would check in every once in a while. I was coaching at Hudsonville, which is in the OK Red Conference, and he asked me, he goes, "Hey, I'm interviewing to be the head coach. If I get it, I'm only going to take it if you become the offensive coordinator." And I was like, "Coach, I'm not ready." He goes, "You'll be all right." And so the way the dominoes fell, it happened, and I was thrown into the fire and off and running. But really, I think Coach Cummings got me to fall in love with coaching, and he's a role model to me in terms of how to be a head coach, and I'm still learning every day. And just the way that he builds culture, his character, how he holds his team to a really high standard. He does a phenomenal job there, and I can still learn a lot from him. And throughout the course of even this summer, where we know we're playing each other week 1, I'm asking him questions, and he's just an awesome head coach and an awesome man.
Your offense is exciting, and folks are excited about the folks behind it, but it really starts at the quarterback position, and it starts with your quarterback that's committed to Miami of Ohio, and Mr. Carr. Tell us about Tommy Carr and why you appointed him as the future quarterback of Saline.
Yeah, Tommy is extremely, extremely bright. He's a super level-headed, even-keeled young man. Obviously comes from a great bloodline of quarterbacks in the family, and then Coach Carr, who was at our practice the other day, and I walked up to practice. Anytime he shows up, I get an opportunity to talk to him for 10, 15 minutes. But back to Tommy, he's done a phenomenal job, and this whole offseason's been talking about our offense, talking about the previous year and growth into year 2. And so the offense, we're going to have the same staples, but you're going to be able to see him have a little bit more control of the offense. He's going to have some checks he's going to be able to make. He's going to have some ability to do some things that we didn't able to do last year just because it was year 1 and it was still a learning year. And having a full offseason with him especially, I'm excited to see him put it on the show.
The defense, though, when they've gone against this offense, have had their days where they've won. And the defense is maybe the undercard to the public, but you internally know you've got a special defense. It's ultra athletic and tough and pretty smart.
Yeah, when you return 9 on offense and 9 on defense, and the defensive line specifically, I think I mentioned to you when you came over for practice, but I'm excited not to go against our defensive line because our 2 defensive ends, and Isaiah Harris and Alan Sadov, they have motors that don't stop, and they give us a great look every day. But I could go on and on about our defense, and I'm just excited to see them fly around, play fast, play physical, and again, have some fun doing it.
I know you have high regard for the Rams, even though you want to beat their pants off tonight, your alma mater. What is it on paper and on the field that you're concerned about with the Rams?
Yeah, I think they're coaching. I think Randy Vanderveen, he was my defensive coordinator as a player, and he's been around forever. He is such a great coach where every single week he gets guys so prepared. So I'm excited for that chess match between me calling an offense and him being able to call the defense. And then the kids, just knowing these kids since they were really little too. I mean, when I was a player here, Luke Ahern, very close with the Ahern family, and Zach Ahern I had a chance to coach, but I've known Luke since he was basically in diapers, and he was coming to the games. Sam Cummings, mentioned to you, I babysat him when he was a little kid, when we were actually neighbors growing up. So it's cool to see the full circle like we talked about at the beginning, and have an opportunity to see these kids as seniors now, and really not their kids, they're young men. I mean, you see these Rockford guys, and what Cummings gets them in the weight room. They'll be walking out on the field, and when they're padded up, you're like, holy cow, these kids are built. And you see the Ram pride, Ram tough, and that's something that I think when you ask about the team, about Rockford, that's, I don't know, concerning, but you know you're getting a tough team. You're getting a team that's full of pride.
We're excited tonight. Thanks for taking time. All the best tonight and
Appreciate
the rest
it.
of the season.
Thank you very much.
That's Kyle Short, head coach of the Hornets. We're back with more as we roll on from Rockford Opening week, opening night, right here on the Prep, and our doubleheader coverage. Back with more right after this. So much talent, so much for this town to be proud of. They're certainly proud of one of their senior captains. Stick, who's the impact player for this Rockford club tonight?
Well, you're looking at him on the offensive side of the ball here, but defensive specialist Luke Ahern is the man. Number 12, the free safety. You want to talk aggression? This guy plays downhill with an ability. He reminds me of like a Ronnie Lott type player, throwback, hard hitter, 100 tackles last year, all region. He's the man that you're going to be watching just make big hits all night long for Rockford.
One of many, Ahern. More to come. We'll have the impact player for Saline coming up right after this. Right now, the anthem will break. Timeout. We've got football coming up. And Charlotte Turbrock's report from the field right after this. Love Peace Threads Design Bar, a unique new fashion experience in downtown Milford. Get ready to elevate your style by stepping foot in our design shop. Love Peace Threads Design Bar offers specialized collections of custom apparel from denim jackets and sweatshirts to dresses and hats. We have a variety of options to choose from. Whether you're looking for a one-in-a-kind piece or you want to set a new fashion trend, our store has got you covered with endless customization options. But that's not all. Our design bar is also the perfect place for a fun and creative night out and for any kind of celebration. Book a party with us for a full experience. Gather your family or friends and design your own custom jacket, complete with patches and your own personal touches. Unleash your imagination and create something truly special with our hands-on design experience. Love Peace Threads Design Bar is more than just a store. It's a place where fashion meets creativity and community. So many weapons on both sides of the football, but for Saline, they've got weapons all over, including the big tight end headed to Georgia.
Yeah, Lincoln Keys. This is a name you are not going to forget. Not only is he big, he's 6'6". But they said he clocked in at 21 miles an hour. We're not even measuring 40 times anymore, Chad. 21 miles an hour in pads. This guy is committed to Georgia, and you know how they play SEC football down there. Big and fast, and he's going to fit in just fine.
We're ready for kickoff from Rockford. You can smell the brats and the burgers. It's all coming together. 10,000 strong on the left side of the state. Glad you're with us on the Prep. Back with more right after this. The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move, and it's out of here.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
Rockford, Chad Bush and Sam Stick Day. The third member of our crew is on the field and ready for her report. Welcome to the prep, Charlotte Turbrock.
Thanks, Chad. It is opening night for high school football, and man, do we have an exciting matchup here tonight. Rockford, a top program and a team that is rooted in their strong defense, especially by Ferris State commit Luke Ahern, and Saline, a team that has 5 Division I commits already and more receiving offers. These two teams are rooted in hard work, but are also bonded by the special connection between these two head coaches. These two head coaches on both of these teams. Tonight is a special game for the two of them, and I can't wait to see what's happening. All coming up here shortly. Chad, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Charlotte. Appreciate that very much. Glad to have you on board all season long. Stick, the coin toss is happening, and this ball game's about ready to start. Lot of folks still filing in, and the excitement building in the air.
Yeah, and you know what? I love like the little nuances of the game about just even how this stadium was built in Rockford. You know what we're going to do? We're going to put our opponents in the sun for as long as we possibly can while our entire team is in the shade. It's those little things, those mind games that just really elevates a program like Rockford.
Yeah, it's all thought out. In fact, you go to the bathrooms and you see on the sanitation stands a logo, and it's branded well everywhere. Session stands, you see a ram. This community's behind this team. Saline is a team that's very similar. We talked to Kyle Short in the pregame. He says, look, these two communities, very similar. Get behind their teams, the spirit. It's easy to coach these teams.
And it's easy to root for both of these teams, too. You know, when we were going over the pregame stories about both teams, which we're going to get into over the broadcast, just some of the things that have united these young men together and what they've had to overcome as a team to even get to this point and to represent their hometown like they do. A lot of impressive young men on the field tonight.
You bet. Rockford has won the toss. They've deferred to the second half, and they will get this party started with their kickoff man. They've got a couple different kickoff folks and that'll handle duties, but they've got a good one with this kicker in Dawson Hokert.
Getting ready to kick off.
And back deep for Saline. They've got some dangerous return men in Rush and Hansen. And we're about ready for football on this Thursday night, opening night in Rockford.
Do my Tony Romo. Are you ready, Chad? It's football season.
Oh, how do you top that? You top it with a kick that nearly goes into Grand Rapids. And here we go. Time to meet this prolific offense for Saline under the Division I commit, Tommy Carr, committed to Miami of Ohio. And Stick, this is a guy that really can sling it, but he's cerebral as well. He made some great decisions last year.
Yeah, and they were talking about just how he's grown over the offseason, and this is going to be a defining year for him as you get a look at the guys protecting him.
Guys up front, Esposito committed to Michigan. His father, Lou Esposito, the defensive coordinator for Go Blue. Isaiah Harris, Cherry, Abbott, Hansen, Keys, and Fittich as well. We're set to go. Carr under center from the 20. The first play of the 2025 season for the Hornets of Saline. It's an inside give to Rush, and he fights forward behind Esposito for a few yards, and that'll bring up second down and about 7. There you see it, Tommy Carr. 6'3", 185, and they really like all the skills, but he can really organize things, and he's a team guy, too. He cares about his teammates.
Yeah, and that's what they were talking about, just the pedigree of this young man, as you know, related to Lloyd Carr, the infamous. And, you know, he's out here. They say he's a very coachable kid. He doesn't come in with any entitlement, even though he's got that prolific last name.
That's right. Grandfather Lloyd Carr actually lives with the family. Very close with his grandfather, watching tonight in Saline. Play action. Tommy's going to go to the air. Pressure. Evades it. Ball's loose on the deck, and Rockford has it. A forced fumble by the Rams. They say they've got it, and they do. Big play defense. We talked about it early. It's a Rockford Ram team that's vicious and ball hawking.
Well, I was going to give him credit for the pocket presence, stepping back in, letting his offensive lineman come up there and clean out that block, but give credit to the Rockford defense who did not give up on that play. As you see right here, he rolls left. Who is that getting blocked? From number 47, but he fights through the block. He's able to come back. Mr. Munson forced the fumble. Not sure if he recovered it too, but what a play by that young man. Relentless.
It sets the Rams up nice and tight at the 10. Under the quarterback of Braden Daniels, the returning starter. Handoff right side, and it's a gain of about 5. It's a healthy gain, and it's Hayden Peoples on the carry, the tailback.
Yeah, and you could tell Rockford must see something that they feel they can get the edge on this Saline team. I mean, the very first play, a pitch out.
Luth, Kern, Federinchik, Oates, and Papes up front. 2 returning starters on that offensive line. And it's Papes and Oaks. But a lot of new guys, and Luth, a guy who's a Division II prospect. 2nd down and goal. Direct snap, and all sniffed out. Nowhere to go. That was Luke Ahern, the impact player, and the aforementioned guy who slipped in is the Wildcat quarterback, and Saline was ready.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, that guy is so athletically talented, but Saline having a good play right there. Owen Holt, number 4, coming down and filling that line. Just some big boys up front on both sides. When these guys get off the bus, they look like football players.
Returning starter at quarterback his junior year as we get a look at the defensive side for Saline. It's a tight D line. 3rd and goal from the 5. Handoff inside. Dive to the goal. Is he in? Touchdown Rams! It's Braden Daniels on the quarterback keep, and he had some blockers in front to help him along the way with that pulling guard.
Yeah, you see big number 70 get out there in the way and just lead block. Great call. The little counter here, and the quarterback right up the middle for the touchdown.
Dawson Hokert with the extra point. Kicks it up against the Carlson Munger Stadium wall.
Think it's good?
7-0 Rockford. They take advantage of the turnover and in 3 plays get to pay dirt and open the scoring on this fine year. We'll take a timeout. We're back to see the offense on the other side of this of Rockford. Craving something tasty? Front Page Deli serves up amazing sandwiches, plus fresh salads, juicy burgers, hot dogs, and more. With 2 convenient locations in Oak Park at 10 Mile and Greenfield and in Southfield at 12 Mile and Northwestern Highway, you'll get big flavor and fast, friendly service every time. Swing by today or check out frontpagedeli.com for menus and hours. Your next great bite is waiting for you at Front Page Deli. Three plays, 10 yards, and into the end zone is Rockford. After the forced turnover, it's the defense that creates the opportunity.
Yeah, that's if you were to draw up how to start a season, that's exactly what you want: a strip sack, fumble, recovery, and then a nice little run in by your quarterback. We knew this was going to be a touchback, so no reason to stop and call that play.
You know the
what
leg
a boot
is something special for the right-handed booter. So you get the turnover. Saline gets a chance to come back, and look, I mean, Carr's a guy that the turnovers last year, he had 3 interceptions. He turned it over just 5 times on the year, and a guy made a play there. Who do you credit?
I credit the defense for being relentless, but Carr's got to get rid of that ball. Once the initial rush passes by him, that clock's got to start ticking in your head. Okay, the play's not there, just throw it away, live another down. He'd tell you the same exact thing, too. I'm sure he went to the sideline and coach was like, hey, I know, I got to throw that away.
Yep. Saline, a veteran roster, 30 seniors out of the 65 that made the trip from the Ann Arbor area. Handoff left side, got some room. It's Rush, the Princeton commit, with a burst and a first down across the 30 to the 35. It's a 15-yard pickup for the senior Smarty headed to Princeton.
And I love the motion on that play. A little fake bubble screen to the right, little handoff to the left. The whole defense shifted to the left, and next thing you know, you got the edge.
Hallenbach, Munson, who forced the turnover, along with Drew Ram. Defensively, Vandenberg Cummings, the son of the head coach. Sam, watch out for him. She's been out with an injury last year. Carr on first down, left side, hitch route caught. It's a short gain, wrapped up quickly and tackled by the corner Chase Pitch. Pitch and catch is good for a gain of 4. And the pass completed to number 9, Hansen. The DBs, Pitch, who just made the tackle, Ahern, who's stick featured as the impact player. PJ LeBlanc is the other safety, along with Charlie Thornton, the corner. And this is a defense that is a potent defense, athletic. They make plays, and we talked to Coach Cummings earlier the week. I mean, he really likes this defense, led by a longtime defensive coordinator who's been a big part of this program. And Randy Vanderveen. Pitch right side, some daylight, and a little bit of running room, not a first down. It'll set up 3rd and short. The catch was made by Abbott, baseball player as well, and the leading returner coming back.
Yeah, and I like those last 2 plays for Saline. 2 quick passes for the quarterback. After that early fumble, you want to settle him down. You want to get him in rhythm. So a quick little out route there, nice and easy. Get him in some rhythm, get him comfortable.
I apologize, Stick. That was Hansen on the catch, his second. 4x400 track all-stater.
Seems like everybody on Saline is a 4x something all-stater.
Yep. Motion right to left. Carr in the gun on 3rd and short. On the backside of the field, and the fight to the line at the 45, and he got it. It's a first down. It was extra effort from Rush, and he got it.
Wyatt Colson coming down. He had a shot to make that tackle in the backfield, but just a little too much strength from the Saline running back. Look at number 8 right there. Then number 6 gets run over. But Colson was there to make that play, and it's the game of inches that we talk about all the time, Chad.
Fine job by Isaiah Harris also to get a little extra block at the end. So 1st and 10 from the 45, 7-0 Rockford, thanks to their turnover that was forced on the second play of the game. They only had 10 yards to go, and they scored it in on 3 plays. Carr turns, gives, handoff, and a little bit of a slip and slide up to the 50. I don't know if that was a juke stick or if it was a slip, but it worked.
Listen, if it was a slip but the defender falls, it's a juke. That's how we're going to qualify it. And so we're going to qualify that as a juke because, woo, he shook the defender on that, able to gain a couple more yards off the slip.
Couple of first downs. Saline seems to be getting in the groove. It is an offense that has weapons. We talked about Rush, Abbott, and we have yet to see the Georgia commit the tight end Abbott. He wears Keys. He wears number 17.
And they really haven't run anything for him yet to this point either.
Not in the game here. Handoff left side, and off tackle again goes Rush. He's been the lead ball carrier, and he gets a couple, not much. It sets up 3rd and short again, and Saline now on the other side of the field.
Yeah, nice defensive play there by Samuel Cummings, able to come down and fill his gap and make sure that the running back didn't get any further on that, forcing this 3rd and short. But you think they're in 4-down territory here, don't you, Chad?
Yeah, I would think so, absolutely. Cummings, the senior and the son of the head coach, Brent Cummings. And he has a younger brother, Jack Cummings, who's a sophomore, and he's the slot receiver. And he's number 10. 3rd and 2. Sorry, bud.
I was going to say, now would be a good time to feature that big tight end.
2 to the right, 1 to the left. Motion for Carr. Hands off to his tailback. No, he doesn't. Play action. Throw right side. It's caught. It's into the open field and a first down on a fine play action fake that fooled this guy, and Isaiah Harris, the tight end, with a catch and the biggest gain of the day on offense.
Well, that's why the coaching staff is there, and I'm in here because, I'm thinking just like they are. They're going to focus on Keys. So what do? You run your other tight end underneath off of play action and get him wide open for a big gain.
Gain of 20 on the play to the 25.
22 yards on the
22 officially. Saline on the move. 3 wide receivers to the left. Again, Keys
not in.
Slot left, now in motion. I don't think he was in either.
Yeah. Here's at the bottom of your screen. Single coverage, too. No safety help up top.
Rush, the yes, sir, Princeton commit. Pass protection, blitz, throw to the corner, got a man, overshot him. He was looking for Fittich in the slot, and the flag route was just a bit overthrown, Stick.
Yeah, and, you know, they're going to take a shot eventually, but I like the way this drive has been going for them. It's been short, methodical plays, dumping it off, yards after catch. Going for it on the end zone is nice, but why don't you stick with what's been going and got you here?
Yeah. Yep. 2nd and long. These two teams both looking to get themselves right in a year that Saline last year went undefeated in the regular season. And, yeah, on the field they went undefeated. They did have the 3 wins taken away from them. Play action. Throw left side, there's Keys. There's the Georgia commit, and he doesn't get past the 18.
Impact on impact player there, Chad.
That's right.
That's what you sign up for.
Keys tackled by the safety and the lead man on that defense, Mr. Ahern.
And we talked about him playing downhill. This is exactly what you mean. He's out of the screen, and all of a sudden he's in the screen tackling the man. And
Fair State commit.
That is a big guy to tackle on the outside, too. That much space.
You bet.
A guy that can run 21 miles an hour in pads, Chad. And you come down and just take out his legs.
Yeah, and I'm sure Rockford has a little shadow going on with Mr. Ahern and Keys. Timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. In a key 3rd down coming up. No pun intended. Don't go far. We're back on the prep. Opening night 2025. We roll on. At Foodie Centric, our client's agenda is our first priority. We specialize in unique items that are memorable and drive profits to your bottom line immediately. From gluten-free exclusive items to specialty Palazzolo gelato and Melting Moments ice cream sandwiches and so much more, Foodie Centric Solutions will have you set for success today, tomorrow, and for the future. Foodie Centric Solutions at the center of all of what's important for your first to your last goal. Chad Bush, Sam Stick Day, Charlotte Turbrock, back with you. Christian Jackson, your executive producer. Glad to be with you. We've also got another game going on the prep. Dakota, back on the east side. Macomb Dakota and Brother Rice going at it. And right now, Dakota with a 7-0 lead late in the first. And the Cougars are facing a 4th down. We'll get into that later. Right now it's a 3rd down. 3rd down and 7 from the 22-yard line. 3:40 to go. Carr in the gun. Pocket. Breaks down. Carr scrambles. Has room. Can run. And he will. Breaks a tackle. 1st down and more. 10-5. And how about it? A 17-yard scamper by Carr, who says, I'm more athletic and fast than my brother. Take that.
Yeah, and you talked about him extending the play on the first drive, waited a little too long. This time he's like, you know what? I'm either throwing it away or getting out of the pocket, and that's exactly what he did. And when he got on that edge and broke that tackle, it's all just backyard football at that point. And you can tell he's been playing it since he was out the womb.
Yep. Oh, boy. So the drive moves on. Saline looking to tie this thing up as we roll to the 3-minute mark.
What a response by Saline.
Really has an exclamation. Carr from the 5 in the left hash. Motion right. Rolling right. Pressure. And end zone. Keys incomplete. That was Ahern who forced him out. And impact on impact again, and that's a star-studded play both ends.
Yeah, Rockford dodged a bullet there. You could see pre-snap there was some miscommunication on the defense, and Keys was just kind of waiting in the back of the end zone. Fortunately, the pass rush got it there too fast, so Carr couldn't isolate on him early, and it was late. But, woo, there was a miscommunication. You saw them push each other back, Chad. Like, get over there. That's your guy.
Well, it had it all. It was a good scamper, good throw, good decision, good catch, just a little bit better defensive play. Wildcat, attack right side, end zone, touchdown. Rush. James Rush. The Smarty Pants has drawn this thing to a 1-point game.
Yeah, a little bit of power football, man on man. All right, fine. We're close enough. Let's just see who's tougher. Send a lead blocker in front of my extra running back here, and boom, touchdown, extra point, tie game.
That's Bryce Barbarino.
Yeah.
Who snuck in there. My bad.
Defensive guy.
Barbarino in the Wildcat carry. Extra point on its way, and it is good. So count the extra point, and count this baby tied stick. What an answer.
Yeah, just a methodical long drive like I mentioned. They took that one long shot at the end zone. Outside of that, short little plays, playing within yourself, playing on time, and that's the result. I think if you ask the Saline offensive coordinator, that's an ideal drive.
We'll keep it here. Huber with the extra point. We're tied at 7. And the drive tally on that capped off by the Barbarino 4-yard touchdown. And the Saline crowd fired up. Here's another look at the Wildcats scamper by Barbarino.
Yeah, just a wide open hole up the middle. I mean, he didn't even get touched till he was at the goal line. So give credit to all the big fellas up front and credit to the coaching staff too. Great drive.
7-all, 2:43 to go. A couple of scampers. But one team had a short field. One team had to go 80 yards. And we'll see if Rockford's second series can be sustained. The take and the give by Gross, the wide receiver and the senior, and he's tackled formally at the 25-yard line.
So now we actually get a real look at the Saline defense, right? I mean, when you're pinned 10 yards to go for a touchdown, that's not really how you draw up the game plan.
Look at the D-line and Harris, the prolific Miami of Ohio defensive end, and Sadoff, Poe, and McPherson. Linebackers, Eli Johnson, Bersuter, and Barbarino.
Coming off the touchdown.
Yeah, Barbarino, a 4.0 kid, and Bersuter, a guy who didn't play his sophomore, junior year. A great story. The DBs, Princeton Jones, Klein, Williams,
Fumble.
Brady Clark. There's another fumble. Ball loose, and now Saline says they have it, and they do. The Hornets turn the trick and force a fumble.
Yeah, James Rush with the play right there to force the fumble. Not only did he force it, if you watch him, he's able to get around the block on the outside, able to come in and tag teaming with number 1, Isaiah Harris, forcing the fumble. And here we go, short field for Saline.
Yeah, the pop out, as you mentioned, forced by Rush and recovered by number 5, Patrick Williams, the corner.
I'm just impressed how he was able to duck around that block and able to get his fist in there and punch out that ball.
Yeah.
Peanut Tillman style.
Oh, you had to talk about a bear, huh?
Hey, if Calvin Johnson can respect him, I can respect him.
It's a proud linebacker coach across the way in Corbin Brown, who helped us a lot in the pregame. We appreciate his help. So, short field now for Saline at the 35-yard line. Inside give, it's to the number 26, Carson Cherry, the 2-back. Explosive, tough kid, plays baseball as well, and he pops through for a few.
Yeah, once again, just stay on time. You know, manageable second down now. You can do pretty much any play in the playbook here. It's, what, 2nd and 7? So this is what Saline has shown early in this game. If they can stay on time and they don't panic, they're going to be methodical down the field.
LeBlanc on the tackle. Saline ranked in the top 5 in a lot of polls, top 10 in most in Division I. A lot of expectations for a team that just had one playoff win last year. Carr play action, sets up, going deep, got a man, post route, caught, touchdown, Hornets! Austin Abbott for 6. On a Carr delivery that was a dime.
A perfect spiral, perfect timing, perfect blocking, and a perfect route results in a touchdown for Saline. Look at this. 1, 2, hit my back foot, release the football. That was just like practice, getting behind the deep safety. Saline, body shot, body shot, body shot, uppercut. That's exactly what that was.
34-yard touchdown pass from Carr to his top target, Abbott. Extra point is good. 14-7. We'll take a timeout from Rockford. It's a 14-0 run by Saline. The Hornets are stinging in Rockford.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
.34-yard pitch and catch, and you know these two have themselves quite some connection. Carr in this game, 3 of 5 for 59 yards, and he's had his way and has settled down since that early turnover.
Well, like I said, I think the offensive coordinators did a good job giving him some short passes right after that turnover to get him in that timing and rhythm, and that was definitely a great pass.
There's a pooch to the 24, make it the 29-yard line, out of bounds. Windling is number 2. That's Dylan Gross, the wide receiver, and now it's up to Rockford to see if they can get something cooking here. They really haven't been able to sustain longer than a 6-yard play.
Yeah, well, we saw it out of Saline, right? We saw the championship caliber. I can bounce back when I get punched in the mouth. Well, now Rockford, it's time to return the favor, because that's exactly what you got to do on this drive. And, yeah, I'm with you. We saw a 10-yard drive for a touchdown. We saw a one-play drive here with a turnover. We really haven't seen this full offense, and we should get a nice taste of it on this one.
So the first of many touchdown passes on the year anticipated for Tommy Carr. Quarterback keep up the gut, solid gain of about 5, and that's something that they really like about this quarterback. A guy that they trust now in his second year, had such a fast start to the season. They really like Braden Daniels.
Yeah, and you can tell he's a stout quarterback, a strong kid, and I love that play on first down, a 5-yard quarterback draw right up the middle.
Check with me in process. Peoples in the backfield. 4 wide. There's another loose ball. Ball on the deck. Ball is recovered by Saline. It's been a turnover-heavy start, and it's Alan Sadoff who rips it away this time after a wild snap by the center, Christian Federwich. Here's another look.
Yeah, well, what I like about this is not only does he watch this little push-off at the end there, and that's a legal play in football. He's entitled to that football just like him. There is no interference, so Alan Sadoff had his eyes on the ball, was able to push the quarterback out of the way and then recover it. Love that attitude. That's one of those drills that you run in practice, right? You just throw the ball behind the defenseman, have him turn around and go find it, and that's exactly what he did.
Sadoff, a guy that just loves football, and brother plays at Wayne State. Just kind of one of those football-heavy guys, loves the game, and he'll do anything for his team. And he's got another turnover. So Carr, again, getting better field position by the possession. Sets up now at the 20. Looking for 3 straight scores. Handoff left side rush, nowhere to go. Hemmed in and chopped down, tackle for loss. Well pursued by Rockford. Tackle made by Sam Cummings, that senior linebacker.
Yeah, that's the second time this game he has made kind of an isolation tackle by himself. Good form, good everything. Sam Cummings is a football player.
Yes, sir. Meanwhile, Brother Rice is on the board in Dakota. They kick a field goal, and it's now 7-3 Dakota in the second quarter. Right here, it's 14-7. As time is winding down in the first quarter, and we'll see if Carr can get a playoff with 5 ticks left. He wants to. So do we. Handoff up the middle. It's rush again, and he gets inside the 20 to the 18. We'll have a third down play coming up on the other side of this timeout. First quarter's done. Charlotte Turbrock is next. Back with more on the prep right after this.
to shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Chad and Stick back with you. Charlotte Turbrock is on the field. And we'll go down to Charlotte right now. Charlotte, what do you got? All right. We'll check back with Charlotte in a minute as we await this third down play coming up. 3rd down and 8. And Stick, your thoughts in the first quarter.
I mean, I thought it was a great response by Saline to come out and fumble the ball and, give up a touchdown and then bounce back with an 80-yard drive, just methodical all the way down the field. I thought it just showed that's championship caliber.
Let's go down on the field to Charlotte Turbrock, who's standing by.
Thanks, Chad. As I mentioned in the open, not only do Kyle Short and Brent Cummings have an extensive history together, Kyle Short has deep ties to Rockford itself. He was a 2013 grad. He received his first offensive coordinator position from Brent Cummings and has also watched his eldest child, Ben. This is a game that means just more than football, and I can't wait to see what happens in the second quarter. Chad, back to you.
Thanks, Charlotte. Yeah, what a cool tie. Kyle Short gets to come back to his hometown. We'll get to that more. Thank you, Charlotte. 3rd down. And 8. Right side run, nowhere to go. Shut down quickly. That's Spencer Munson, the nose guard, undersized but very active. And Saline's got a decision to make here on 4th and long.
Yeah, national wrestler. He went the guy is tough, undersized like you said, but sometimes in that nose guard position, it's all about leverage and getting beneath your offensive lineman. And when you got a guy like that who's pretty much all world in wrestling, it's going to be tough to beat him right off the nose.
So, looks like the decision's been made. It's an easy one. They're going for it. 4th down and 8. Saline's looking for it all. Trips to the left, watch for Keys. He's the big Georgia commit. Slot left. Abbott right side. Carr. Blitz. Right side. Abbott caught. 1st down. Inside the 10 to the 9. Move the chains. A 4th down conversion from Carr to Abbott.
And I know this is going to be cliche. You know when they got that 1st down, Chad? They got it over the summer. They got it in practice because all that is a timing route between those two. And you could tell they have run that curl route probably 10,000 times together to where it's almost automatic. That's where practice pays off.
You bet. Well timed and in rhythm, and Carr starting to really cruise with the numbers in the air.
It looks just calm in the pocket.
Very calm.
A lot of space down here for Keys.
Headed to play for Chuck Martin down in beautiful Oxford, Ohio. Carr hands, gives. It's rush right side, nothing doing. Stopped by that stout left side of the defensive line. And Ram and Hallenbach over there.
I'm loving the matchup. Watching Louis Esposito going up against our boy Munson. They were getting after each other a little bit after the whistle there. Nothing bad, just football.
They check in number 79, Deuce Sims. Now, Deuce Sims is 6'2", 340. The big fella right in the middle, the 3 technique. And he's a plugger, and he's a guy that's really come along. Coach Cummings really raving about the young man. Moves well. 2nd and 6, 9.5 to go. Saline looking to add on to their 2-touchdown lead. Rolling left, looking end zone, incomplete. It was well covered. They were trying to find the wide receiver, Abbott, but covered nicely by the Rams.
Yeah, that was an interesting play. I mean, they left 2 defenders unblocked to put pressure, and you were rolling out to the wrong side. Whenever a quarterback who's right-handed is rolling out to his left side, it's so tough to get control on that football with the momentum of your body.
Rare incompletion in this game for Carr, who had completed 4 straight. 3rd down. This is where Saline has been money on 3rd and 4 downs. They've been clutch, Stick. What can they come up with here as things get a little tighter near that end zone.
I'm looking at the coaches in the booth next to us. What are you thinking when you look at them? Maybe a little draw play action, but I mean, we got to throw a jump ball to Keys, right, at some point?
You would think. Keys, tight left. Carr going to run it. Left side, outside, inside the 5, buries the shoulder, nothing doing. He's down to the 4. It was Colson that came up and made the hit, the junior linebacker. And it's 4th down again, and you know Kyle Short's going for it.
Oh, of course he is. He made that decision a couple downs ago, but what a great play right there by Colson. Just coming up. Look at all that daylight he had. And then all of a sudden, Colson comes up and just makes a form tackle.
4th and goal from the 4. Under 9 minutes, Saline has scored on 2 straight possessions. Wildcat quarterback checks in, and same result from 4. Bryce Barbarino, the Wildcat, the two-way guy. He's a linebacker, but he's got 2 touchdowns already in this first half.
You know what? When you got a tough kid like that likes to get his nose dirty and lives for the contact, give him the ball near the goal line and just let him sniff it out. Great look right here, just coming right at you.
Gottfried, Bondi, Tyson tearing it up. And leading the way, Kevin Huber also does soccer, but this is his primary sport. And it's 21-7 Blackjack Hornets. Timeout here at the Prep. Thanks for watching. Back with more after this. Just a glorious night in Rockford, Michigan tonight. What a great town. We've had some fun here. Had so much fun here last year, Stick. We decided to come back for another year.
Yeah, it's a great place to kick off the high school football season.
It is. The Rams right now trying to make a push, though. They've watched a 7-0 lead turn into a 21-0 run by Saline. The last coming by this touchdown run by the linebacker / Wildcat quarterback.
Yeah, you got to love having that tool in your toolbox, right? Like, all right, let's bring out the tough kid. Just send him up the middle, and every time, touchdown. Bryce Barbarino. What a great last name.
Eastern Michigan has offered him. He's a film junkie, smart kid 4.0. Lost his mother a couple years ago to cancer, and they celebrate with the pink out, and that's something that unfortunately, a lot of the Saline families have had to deal with tragedy and loss, and it's something that helps them play inspired football and stay together, Stick.
Yeah, and with that, 30 members of the senior class, so, they've all lived it with each other and experienced it with each other, and, that bonds young men in a way that, normal adversity doesn't. When you got to be there for your brother in a big way like that, it's special.
You bet. So Rockford, who's turned it over 2 consecutive drives, looking to keep things rolling with Daniels at quarterback. Braden Daniels rides it into the belly of the fullback, and that'll get him just a yard. Nothing doing up front. It's a stout defensive front, and
they're giving him the first down.
Ah, okay. My bad.
I was with you. I thought that looked a little short of the sticks, but the official came in, gave him the first down.
All right.
A big fella right up the middle. That's some football I can get behind, Chad. Ryan Carey, a junior.
Yes, sir. Trips to the right for Daniels, who has yet to really throw it out tonight. Middle screen coming. Left side screen, and that is sniffed out by number 14, Bryce Barbarino, who might just be the leading candidate right now for that G of the game.
Definitely the Iron Man Award is going on right now with Barbarino. I mean, he is out there making plays on both sides of the football.
The catch was made by 24 Hayden Peoples, and the tackle made by Bryce Barbarino. 2nd down and 6, up the middle, fight forward, and a carry all the way up to the 1st down line. Incredible fight by Hayden Peoples. Back-to-back touches, and he's got a little magic in that football.
Well, you know what? If it's working 2 in a row, Chad, you know what you do? You feed the young man again. Ride that train all the way down the field. Your big fellas are feeling it up front. They like the run calls.
Wyatt McPherson with a tackle. McPherson, a guy that was in the rotation last year, but it's his first year as a starter.
Whoa, man. Jackson Cummings saw nothing but grass in front of him, got a little happy feet, and slipped on that play. That was a nice pass, as you see the sea of people here in Rockford. Nice pass, stepping up in the pocket, and look at nobody in front. Oh, turf monster got me.
We've seen some wet turf tonight, and there hasn't been a lot of precipitation. Slippery footing. They'll try the left side, and this is Braden Daniels calling his number again. And this is his two-way ability. Guy can throw it, guy can run it. They like Braden Daniels. He needs to be involved in this game.
Yeah, but, I mean, you look at the Philadelphia Eagles, who just won the Super Bowl, right, and a Jalen Hurts-type player. He's kind of built like that, right? The big thighs, kind of a squatty guy. That's the new age of football. You know, run it, pass it. You don't have to be great at either. You just got to be good at both.
Yep. Pressure, throw slot right, incomplete. The boys were coming hard, and Sadoff was one of them, and Bersuter was the other.
Jack Bersuter, who we were talking about pregame, the guy with the neck roll. Coach compared him to Latimer in the program, just an intense guy who loves football. Those are the guys, the grit guys.
Those are the guys that I looked at when we were taking this photo. I said, "You're the middle linebacker, aren't you?" Neck roll and yeah, all the feels of a
throwback.
Yeah, got to wear a hat to see around here. So a look onto the side, a check with me play, as they say. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Peoples to the right of the quarterback. Daniels going to cape it himself, right side, cuts in, and carries beyond the 1st down line.
Yeah, and I got to give credit to Ryan Carey on that play, too, the running back, getting the lead block, able to seal his blocker and make sure that this is a big play. Look at him to the right of your screen. He sealed big number 45 that we were just talking about with that neck roll, and that resulted in a 1st down.
It's a guy they think quite highly of on that offensive line. Throw left side, caught. Curl route caught at the 8-yard line. That's number 7. And that is Drew Ferwerda, the junior receiver who went up and got it and got punished as well.
Yeah, great spacing on those routes by Rockford. One guy goes to the sideline, the other guy a little over the top, and bang, bang. Way to hold on to that ball.
Inside the 10. This is the drive Rockford needed.
Oh!
Power drive to the 1, and the reach out not in.
Oh,
but
gosh.
A bullish run by 34 Ryan Carey, who's looking like Mike Allstott here.
Yeah, I was just going to say Mike Allstott, and good luck Colton Tauza just trying to stick his head in there to stop the big fella. I mean, he did, but it was after that he gained 5 yards.
How do you not give him the ball now?
Or at least a fake to him, right?
Yeah. From the 1. Daniels under center. Carey the up back. He doesn't get it. He does the dirty work. And did Peoples get in?
No, he did not. The officials marking him down right about the 6-inch yard line. Almost had that ball stripped. Here's a good look at it right at the goal line. Oh, so close. And look at holding on to that football. Had to put 2 hands on it.
Ball protection.
Is QB sneak here? Is that what you're thinking?
Carey Peoples in the backfield. Handoff. Carey, did he get in? Touchdown.
Big time football by Rockford there. You're down 21-7 You've given up 21 straight points, and what do? You get down to the goal line and just play bully football. Our big guys versus your big guys, and there he is, getting into the end zone. Power football.
I believe it was Ahern who got in. It was. They snuck Ahern in. Not Ahern, Ahern. We appreciate the help in the pronunciation. Extra point up good. Timeout on the field. 3:50 to go. The Rams on a run. They're trying to start one. We're back with more from Rockford right after these.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Ahern in the end zone from 1 yard out, and this thing getting a little tighter, Stick.
Ahern heard you talking about Barbarino being the G of the game. He's like, you know what? I can do it on both sides of the football too there, Chad, so don't get too far ahead of yourself. But no, we definitely have a ball game here. 3:50 less to go in the second quarter, 21-14. And what a huge response by Rockford. We wanted to see their championship medal. We wanted to see what they could do when they got punched in the mouth. Well, they showed you. We're coming right back at you.
We got an upset brewing on the northeast side. Dakota and Brother Rice going at it. Brother Rice on the road, they lead 10-7. And that is nearing halftime. Kickoff is what else in the end zone. And Saline will try to score for their fourth straight drive. This is kind of a telling drive for Saline on offense and really for Rockford defensively to see if they've solved some things. What do they need to solve, Stick?
Rockford, I mean, they just need to contain. That's what they've been forcing third downs. They've been forcing fourth downs. They just haven't been able to get off the field on those big plays. So outside of that one big pass, it's just been little plays, little plays. It's been death by 1,000 paper cuts, and I think Saline's happy doing that. But if you're Rockford, if you force that third down, you got to get a sack. You got to get something that forces them back even more to make sure they don't even think about going forward on fourth.
No doubt. So we'll see how this shakes out. Carr in the gun. Near side hash. If you want to join us at halftime, we'll talk with the Rockford head coach, Kyle Short, and get his thoughts. There's a little razzle-dazzle reverse. Flip back, going to Cruz Hansen. Hansen right side has the first down and more. Finally tripped up by Ahern, but not for a healthy gain. Move the chains.
Yeah, that's first kind of trickery play we've seen today. It's been pretty much straight-up football, but you see Ahern coming in, a little over pursuit there. Great job coming back in the play, trying to strip the ball, but after a big first down by Cruz Hansen.
Hansen, the threat, a guy who's also a part of that track team. He was all-state on the 4x400.
Of course.
Good hands as well, just a junior. Saline on the move. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Moves the running back, rush to his right. Hand off, give, it was a wise choice. Cut back, rush, watch out. He's going to go sideline right, could break it. 40, and out of bounds inside the 40 to the 38. Best run of the day by anyone in the building, and it's no surprise it's the Princeton commit, Rush, on the run.
I mean, they called the perfect play against the linebacker blitz from the outside. He would have blown up the quarterback had that been a passing play, but then you see Rush working his way back to where that blitzer came from, and that whole side of the field is wide open. It was perfect timing for that play against that defense.
You're right, and the timing of that cutback, very important. So Rush.
That was really the first big blitz off the edge I've seen from either team in this game. It was a gamble. It didn't pay off there, but as you saw, that was a free rusher.
Yep. No pun intended. Son of a sergeant is the tailback and Princeton commit number 4,
Yes,
James
sir.
Rush.
Yes, sir. No, sir type guy is how they were describing him. Just a great coachable kid.
The future Bulldog in motion right to left. Carr in command from the 36. One-on-one coverage. and he goes away from it. Right side, Lincoln Hansen caught out of bounds. Austin Abbott with the catch.
Yeah, it looked like one-on-one coverage down at the bottom with Keys, but at the very last minute, the safety came over to start bracketing him. So, I mean, if he's taking away 2 men, that means you have the numbers on the other side.
You bet. There you see the Saline sideline. It's been an offense. It's been confident. Veteran offense. When you got a guy like Tommy Carr at the helm, his brother C.J. Carr, of course, named the Notre Dame starter. And he'll head down to South Beach, Miami. Well, not exactly, but you get the point. And he'll take on the lead role in the Catholic versus Convicts battle Sunday night. Coral Gables. Back to pass down the seam, and he just overshot his target, Cruz Hansen, incomplete, and it brings up a 3rd and long.
Yeah, Hansen wasn't even out of his break before that ball was released. You could tell just the timing of this offense. Carr a touch too early on that one, but the fact that they're throwing that ball before he's out of his release just shows me that this is a timing offense, and they work on it a lot.
Third down and 10.
This is where Rockford needs a big play. That's what I was saying going into this drive. You force 3rd downs. Now's time to either push them back or get a turnover.
Key slot left, motion right to left. That's Fidich. Screen right side, tunnel screen sniffed out and stuffed and tackled. That's Chase Pitch with the open field stop. Gain of about 1, and it forces a Saline decision.
But that's the type of big play I'm talking about. This was going to be a huge play if he does not make this tackle. Look at nobody is in front of him on this wide receiver screen. So good job by Pitch. And one thing I am noticing is James Rush kind of limping around out there for Saline. That's something we should keep an eye on. I saw it during the touchdown run on this end, but on that play, he's favoring his right leg.
Their only two-way starter and a guy that also does return duties for them. So keep an eye on that. Charlotte will keep an eye on it as well. Timeout on the field, we'll take it with them. So as we have 40 seconds left and a 4th and 10 decision coming up, we'll take a break. We're back with more from Rockford here on the Prep. There you see Brent Cummings, the 6th-year head coach, assistant at Rockford before his head coach duties. He's a strength and conditioning coach now, went to Belding, played for the legend, Irv Sigler. College alma mater, Go Blue, went to Michigan, played football and he ran track. And notable seasons on that 2008 state championship team, he was one of the coaches. And how about this? He has 5 children. And he's got 2 of them on this football team. Brent Cummings has done a fabulous job. And he led them to a win over Cass Tech last year in the opener. And here we go. 4th and 10, Saline going to go for it. Cummings also hired Kyle Short, the head coach of Saline. More on that later. Carr back to pass. Out route, dropped at the 39. Pass was caught, player was dropped. Jake Benner with a big-time play. Turnover on downs. How about the Ram defense stepping up?
And that's something you could go into halftime feeling good about. And this half ain't over, too. Maybe you could take a couple shots. But you asked me before the drive, Chad, what did they need? A big stop on 3rd down, big stop on 4th down. They got both on that drive.
You bet. So the question is, what do we see now from Rockford? Do they come out Do they go for it? They've got some weapons, but we haven't really seen them move down the field. Are they that type of offense?
I mean, maybe you do kind of what Saline was trying to do on that play, maybe a nice little screen pass, middle screen, something like that, just to see what you get on the first play, and then you play it from there.
All right. Daniels, the quarterback. From the gun, cluster right side, short side, tight formation. He's got the tough guy carry to his left. Low snap. Remember, there was snap trouble. This is a blitz corner. Somebody's open. And Daniels is going to run open space inside the 50 down to the 47. Clock stops with 25 seconds left. Rockford has two timeouts to go.
And there you see they had a chance to bring him down off the edge. Number 23 crashing down. That is Gabe Adiapo. And he misses the tackle. Unfortunately, first down. And here we go. 25 seconds left.
Corbin Brown, the linebacker coach, could feel his angst on that one. So, you said they get something on first down. They might want to go for it. Now they are. Daniels in the pocket. Collapse, and Sadoff sacks him from behind. A Sadoff sandwich along with his classmate Jack Bersuter. And timeout is called with 19 seconds left, Stick.
Yeah, still 2 timeouts left for Rockford. So, I mean, that's not the best thing, but it's obviously not the worst thing. You still have some time to make something out of this drive as you get a look at here. Just holding on the ball, waiting for something to develop down the field. And when you step up in that, sometimes your linemen don't feel you stepping up. And big Sadoff makes the tackle along with Latimer.
Stick around at half. Latimer, I like that. What a movie that was.
Oh. Underrated.
Oh, the paint, the face paint. I wonder if he's got his face painted. That would cap it off. Hey, stick around at halftime. We'll have a conversation with Kyle Short, get his thoughts in the first half. We'll also check in on the other game going on at Macomb, Dakota. Brother Rice is pulling some upset thoughts, and quite a battle right now going on in that game. A tight one. Brother Rice on top as they are in the break. But right now, Stick, as it's 10-7, Brother Rice on top of Dakota at the break. Right here, though, it's a one-score game. Saline had Rockford down 2 scores. We knew Rockford would come back. They have, and now they're faced with a decision here.
Yeah, and even if Rockford doesn't come out of this drive with points, they got to feel good going into the locker room.
Daniels in the gun. Looking downfield, another blitz off the edge, throw left side, got a man caught. No, dropped at the 40. Had a man that was Dylan Gross, the senior sprinter, and that changes things a little bit with 15 seconds to go.
Yeah, because he had a lot of space to run if he catches this ball, too. And as you mentioned, he's a sprinter. But the ball was a little high, a little behind him. Tough catch. But I think that's one, if you ask him, he's going to tell you, I got to come down with that, coach.
So a third down, and do you have to be careful here,
No.
Rockford?
15 seconds left.
Yeah. Now, you've had a center that snapped it over the head of your quarterback earlier.
That is true.
No. I mean, there's some things to think about.
We can't play scared, Chad.
All right, I like that. Daniels back to pass. There's pressure, and this time they get him. It's a throw down, and it's by the 2-touchdown man tonight, the two-way star for the Hornets, Double B, Bryce Barbarino.
And Saline not electing to take a timeout, just going on into halftime with a 7-point lead. There you get a nice look at it. Just a lot of pressure straight up the middle. Not sure if he got the face mask or not there. Doesn't matter. He didn't because it wasn't called, and that's all that matters. But a great first half for both of these teams.
Let's go down on the field to Charlotte Turbrock, who's standing by with head coach Aaron Short.
Yes, with the win.
Thanks, Chad. Coach, 21-14. Your defense has been playing outstanding. They recovered a few fumbles. The offense turned those into points on the board. How important has that been in setting the tone for this game?
Yeah, defense playing well. Really, they only gave up 7. Well, offense, we fumbled inside our own, 15. Gave a short field, so we gave that up. We got to put some more pressure on our quarterback. He's sitting there too long.
Yeah, your offense, they have been bouncing back right away. Rockford scored at the beginning of the first quarter. That didn't stop them. What's really going to be the message going into the second half?
We're being ourselves. Biggest thing is I think that when we execute well, we're putting points on. We execute well, we're stopping them. So we just got to stop doing things that are hurting us. I'll put a little blame on me. Maybe you should have kicked a field goal to go up 10. A couple of bad play calls when we stalled out on 4th down twice. So we got to do a better job in finishing and scoring. And I think right now, being only up 7, their ball coming out, we're treating it like a 0-0 ball game second half.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Thanks.
Thanks, Charlotte. Really appreciate that. Right now, it's 21-14 at the break. Stick and I will come back shortly with some highlights, and we'll get some analysis, stats, and much, much more. Got a great ball game. Glad you're with us on the prep opener, doubleheader from Rockford. Glad to be back. Thanks for hanging with us tonight. At Foodie Centric, our client's agenda is our first priority. We specialize in unique items that are memorable and drive profits to your bottom line immediately. From gluten-free exclusive items to specialty Palazzolo gelato and Melting Moments ice cream sandwiches and so much more, Foodie Centric Solutions will have you set for success today, tomorrow, and for the future. Foodie Centric Solutions at the center of all of what's important for your first to your last goal. Love Piece Threads Design Bar, a unique new fashion experience in downtown Milford. Get ready to elevate your style by stepping foot in our design shop. Love Piece Threads Design Bar offers specialized collections of custom apparel, from denim jackets and sweatshirts to dresses and hats. We have a variety of options to choose from. Whether you're looking for a one-in-a-kind piece or you want to set a new fashion trend, our store has got you covered with endless customization options. But that's not all. Our design bar is also the perfect place for a fun and creative night out and for any kind of celebration. Book a party with us for a full experience. Gather your family or friends and design your own custom jacket, complete with patches and your own personal touches. Unleash your imagination and create something truly special with our hands-on design experience. Love Piece Threads Design Bar is more than just a store. It's a place where fashion meets creativity and community.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further.
Social media. We're on TikTok, X, Instagram, Facebook, and right here on our YouTube. And you can also be a part of our sponsorship team as well. Contact us today, info@theprepsports.com.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
Craving something tasty? Front Page Deli serves up amazing sandwiches, plus fresh salads, juicy burgers, hot dogs, and more. With 2 convenient locations in Oak Park at 10 Mile and Greenfield and in Southfield at 12 Mile and Northwestern Highway, you'll get big flavor and fast, friendly service every time. Swing by today or check out frontpagedeli.com for menus and hours. Your next great bite is waiting for you at Front Page Deli.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure, steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Love Peace Threads Design Bar, a unique new fashion experience in downtown Milford. Get ready to elevate your style by stepping foot in our design shop. Love Peace Threads Design Bar offers specialized collections of custom apparel, from denim jackets and sweatshirts to dresses and hats. We have a variety of options to choose from. Whether you're looking for a one-in-a-kind piece or you want to set a new fashion trend, our store has got you covered with endless customization options. But that's not all. Our design bar is also the perfect place for a fun and creative night out and for any kind of celebration. Book a party with us for a full experience. Gather your family or friends and design your own custom jacket, complete with patches and your own personal touches. Unleash your imagination and create something truly special with our hands-on design experience. Love Peace Threads Design Bar is more than just a store. It's a place where fashion meets creativity and community. At Foodie Centric, our client's agenda is our first priority. We specialize in unique items that are memorable and drive profits to your bottom line immediately. From gluten-free exclusive items to specialty Palazzolo gelato and Melting Moments ice cream sandwiches and so much more, Foodie Centric Solutions will have you set for success today, tomorrow, and for the future. Foodie Centric Solutions at the center of all of what's important for your first to your last goal. Follow the Prep on social media. We're on TikTok, X, Instagram, Facebook, and right here on our YouTube. And you can also be a part of our sponsorship team as well. Contact us today, info@theprepsports.com. Love Peace Threads Design Bar, a unique new fashion experience in downtown Milford. Get ready to elevate your style by stepping foot in our design shop. Love Peace Threads Design Bar offers specialized collections of custom apparel, from denim jackets and sweatshirts to dresses and hats. We have a variety of options to choose from. Whether you're looking for a one-in-a-kind piece or you want to set a new fashion trend, our store has got you covered with endless customization options. But that's not all. Our design bar is also the perfect place for a fun and creative night out and for any kind of celebration. Book a party with us for a full experience. Gather your family or friends and design your own custom jacket, complete with patches and your own personal touches. Unleash your imagination and create something truly special with our hands-on design experience. Love Peace Threads Design Bar is more than just a store. It's a place where fashion meets creativity and community.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move, and it's out of here.
Craving something tasty? Front Page Deli serves up amazing sandwiches, plus fresh salads, juicy burgers, hot dogs, and more. With 2 convenient locations in Oak Park at 10 Mile and Greenfield and in Southfield at 12 Mile and Northwestern Highway, you'll get big flavor and fast, friendly service every time. Swing by today or check out frontpagedeli.com for menus and hours. Your next great bite is waiting for you at Front Page Deli.
The shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Well, welcome back. Is that a quarter moon? Yeah, it is. That means it's time for highlights. And Tommy Carr got stripped on the second play. It was the defense coming up with a statement. The recovery and then the quick, short field for Rockford to work.
Yeah, Ram with the recovery, and then the Rams went to work. Daniels with a 3-yard touchdown run, putting Rockford up 7-0. And we needed to see something out of Saline, and respond did they ever. A nice long drive. It was like 80 yards down the field. Methodical, ending with a Barberino 4-yard touchdown. But here you see some plays with Carr extending it on a big 3rd down, getting outside the pocket. Nice little slide here. Baseball slide for you, which led to this touchdown by Barberino, his first of the game. And Saline from there just kept piling it on. I mean, Abbott got into the mix a little bit later on. There's a nice defensive play with a fumble that got him the ball back, and that led to Carr being able to show off his rocket arm on a beautiful spiral here to Abbott. Look at this, behind the defense, 34 yards, putting Saline up 14-7. Barbarino.
That was the fumble there, Stick. That ended up being a big play.
Yeah, big play. And then you get Barbarino right here on the run, right up the middle.
That was the touchdown run, his second of the game. He's a linebacker.
Here's a big play, too. Number 34, trucking people, which led to the man that we highlighted early in the game on the defensive side of the ball. But he got himself a touchdown run here, too. That's Ahern with the touchdown.
There it is, 21-14 is where we sit. We'll take a timeout on the field. We'll come right back. Charlotte Turbrock. We'll talk with the head coach of Rockford Cummings after this.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McKinley scores! Charlotte Turbrock is down on the field with head coach Cummings. Charlotte, what do you got?
Coach, your defense came out strong, forced a turnover. What do you have to say about the first half?
Yeah, you know, I'm proud of the way they came out, and then a few turnovers on our side and things that we can get cleaned up and protect the ball. That's one thing you got to do in this game, and our kids can overcome that. They're ready to go one play at a time and just keep plugging away on defense and get some things figured out, and then we show that we can move the ball on offense, and excited just to get back at it.
With arrangements are by Trevor Rundle. Visual designs by Mitch Rogers and Brody Lewis.
Just have a belief in the offensive line that they can work, one play at a time to take over line of scrimmage, and then our backs are running hard. We just got to protect the football and just keep moving it.
Congrats. Good luck. I'm sorry. Good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Please support our...
All right. Thank you, Charlotte, as we get set to start this second half in just a moment. Stick, thoughts on how both these teams have responded to turnovers and kind of worked through turnovers? It's been an interesting first half.
Well, that's been the theme of the game, how the teams have responded. I don't think anybody's really put their foot down and taken over the game, but every time somebody has tried, the other team has stood up and said, no, not just yet. Because it looked like Saline could get blown out of this real early in the game, and then all of a sudden it looked like Rockford could get blown out. And here we are, a one-score game. You heard Coach talking about it going into halftime. He's pretty much treating this as 0-0. So we're ready to go here in the second half. I anticipate some more hard hitting, some more big fellas flopping, and it's going to be a good second half here in Rockford.
Stick around. It's coming up right after this. At Foodie Centric, our client's agenda is our first priority. We specialize in unique items that are memorable and drive profits to your bottom line immediately. From gluten-free exclusive items to specialty Palazzolo gelato and Melting Moments ice cream sandwiches and so much more, Foodie-centric solutions will have you set for success today, tomorrow, and for the future. Foodie-centric solutions at the center of all of what's important for your first to your last goal. Follow the prep on social media. We're on TikTok, X, Instagram, Facebook, and right here on our YouTube. And you can also be a part of our sponsorship team as well. Contact us today, info@theprepsports.com.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Lowering the shoulder.
swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Chad Bush, Sam Stick Day, and Charlotte Turbach with you. Christian Jackson, your executive producer. Glad to be with you from Rockford, Michigan. Opening night, back-to-back years, Stick. This one's got this similar kind of vibe, doesn't it?
Oh, it does, man. I just did a lap during halftime, and like literally the whole town of Rockford, from a 1-year-old to a 99-year-old, are out there. They're having pizza. They're having fun. The student section is just a mass of people. Just a beautiful atmosphere here in Rockford.
All right. This is a drive that Rockford will try to begin with a return, and that one
He's
touched
gotta return it.
inside. He does. That was touched. Now, you are allowed, if you touch it, to retrieve, and
But
yeah.
it looked like he touched it outside the end zone, though.
He did, and that is still okay in high school.
Oh, his
Not-
foot was on the line.
Even not in high school, it's okay.
Really?
If it goes in, they say that, but different than the college rule. They change these rules. I can't keep
Yeah,
up
the
with
high
them.
school ones, they change frequently on that type
All
of
the
stuff.
time on returns, especially what's going on in the return game with
Yep.
concussions and so on and so forth. All right, so this is a Rockford drive. We've seen a offensive Rockford they responded well in their final drive, their full final drive, Stick. What was it they were able to establish?
Really just being methodical, and the quarterback was really the key to it. You know, him running the ball has been the key to their success today.
Daniels, quick pitch left side, and a fight forward and a fling, but not much there. Just a yard or two, and that is Hayden Peoples on the carry.
And that's almost the exact same play they started the game with, just going the opposite way. They love that pitch to get their back on the edge. Just great contained by the Saline defense. They were ready for it after the first play in the beginning of the game.
It's a stout defensive front with Sadoff, Poe, McPherson, and Harris, the Miami commit. This time, handoff right side. It's Carey. He's got the corner. He's got a first down and more up to the 45. That's 24, my bad. Hayden Peoples. You got 24 and 34. And this was a fine carry, his best of the night.
Yeah, but you know what I love about this? Daniels going down the field and hitting the linebacker. It may have just been a little shoulder to him, but still, he's getting his nose in there. He's getting dirt. I'm a lead blocker too, coach. Love that out of your quarterback.
He's a tough kid with a nice arm, and they love the toughness out of number 11. A guy who's returning as a starter, led this team to 3 straight wins last year, beat Cass Tech in the opener, the eventual state champion. And nowhere to go here. Stood up at the line. Just got back to it at the 45. It'll set up second and long. Eli Johnson, the first-year starter, in there to shake things up.
Yeah, no matter what they were doing on that option, it was going to be blown up. Quarterbacks covered, running backs covered. That play was not going to work. Great play call by Saline.
Bunch formation to the left, tight formation. Carry the back, started quick. They didn't get him. Out route is caught. What a hands catch. That is Jake Benner, make it Jax Eichenbauer on the catch. And it was only for about 7 or 8, Stick, but this is how you catch.
Oh, my gosh. Not only that, we didn't get it on this angle, but the route. That was a fake go route, come back out. Like, he put on 3 different moves in one route.
Boy, they love the athleticism at receiver. We haven't seen the receivers really involved yet in this game for Rockford.
And look at the press coverage. Look how close Selena's playing on the outside.
And credit the Saline defensive backs, I guess, for a lot of that ceiling, no doubt. Daniels will call his number again. Outside tackle, nowhere to go. It's only 3rd and 1. He only needed a yard. He got it. Move the chains, Rams on the run.
And that's what they've been doing. That's been the key to their success. They haven't had really any big home run plays. It's 3 yards, 7 yards, 3 yards. And that's what you got to do, especially, and it helps you so much because you know what else it does? Keeps Saline off the field, right? Keeps the ball out of Mr. Carr's hands.
Saline came in top 5 in most polls in the state of Michigan in Division I. Rockford, well, more in the top 20 range, maybe top 15. Slot pass caught for a short gain. It's to number 2. That's Dylan Gross, the wide receiver. And it's a short gain wrapped up quickly and nicely by the Hornets.
Yeah, but that's exactly what, I mean, they're on time. It's a 2-yard gain, not a negative play. Still fight on 2nd down. They're okay with that on 1st down.
McPherson coming back from his defensive tackle spot to make the play. 2nd down and long. Rams into Saline territory, trying to tie it. Jaden Daniels calls his number, and he scoots forward for a healthy 7. They found a little something on that left side, has Rockford.
Yeah, not only that, running behind Luth and Corinne, you got number 34, Ryan Carey, leading the way, too. And we saw him run over people. Look at there, you see him take care of the linebacker in the middle of the hole.
Rylan Kern, one of those guys that is new in the starting lineup on that offensive line. Inside give. Did he get enough? He did. Move the chains. Rockford just chipping away.
And there it is. Once again, just chipping away. You said it perfectly. And look at the big 34. He is not coming down on first contact. Because, look, they have him stop behind the line of scrimmage. Then 3 yards later, he goes down, Chad.
Straight line, tough guy. They do like his vision. Brent Cummings says, look, this is a guy that can – don't let his size fool you. He's got great eyes.
Listen, I don't want to insult him at all. I haven't seen his vision today. I've just seen him run over people in front of him.
Straight line vision. You bet. Carey will shift in motion. 2 to the right. Daniels is going to carry it and cut inside and spin and tally a couple more. Out near the 1st down marker inside the 25. Gain of 8 as we roll under 8 here in the 3rd quarter. Rockford on the run trying to tie.
And this is just so demoralizing for a defense, too. You know, every play. Okay, we got him on this one. Nope, don't have him on this one. Now we got to defend 2nd and 2. Okay, they're probably going to get another 1st down. Like, it starts to become a psychological thing.
Hirinka with a big block that time. Number 84 who's checked in as that extra tight end.
You take a shot at the end zone here. 2nd and 2. You're right in range. You got press coverage on up top.
Jax Eichbauer, the guy who got that great catch, a D1 lacrosse commit, one of those guys they like to go to. This is Peoples who squirts his way down to the 21. That'll be a 1st down run, and Rockford just eating clock, keeping the ball out of the hands.
They don't even want to use the free play. 2nd and 2.
Number 3.
Who cares? We don't want that. We'll just take the 2 yards and the new set of downs. And that's all right with them. I mean, why not? Why put yourself at risk throwing a pass into an end zone that could get picked off when you're just beating them like this?
You bet.
Now watch. Here comes the pass.
The play action has been their friend. Tempo is a part of their game as well. Peoples gets the call, and Peoples going nowhere. Barbarino with a stop in the TFL, and he got a little help from his buddy, that middle backer pursuiter.
That was just an adjustment by Saline. They're like, you know what? We've had enough. We're going to start sending a blitz, and that's exactly what they did on that play, and they blew it up. Now we'll see if Rockford can counter. Maybe a little play action, maybe a little underneath screen, because you know that they're starting to over-pursue a little bit.
It's a 4-2-5 Hornet defense. In the gun, Daniels looking left. Got a man in the slot, open, caught at the 10. He held on. He was decked by Williams, and he held on to the football. That is Jackson Cummings. They call him Jack, and he got up after he got jacked.
Yeah, Princeton Jones coming in number 12 and laying the lumber. But after the 1st down, and once again, great spacing on that play and a good, clean football hit. In the lead with his helmet, hit him right in the shoulder. That's good football.
Has him down to the 4-yard line. Daniels in the gun.
24.
Fake, keeps, touchdown Rams. Jaden Daniels for the 2nd time tonight
once from 3, now from 4, and we're an extra point away from being tied up at 21.
Yeah, Saline head coach at halftime said, you know what, we're going to play this like it's a tie ball game. Well, now it is, with only a few minutes left to go here in the third quarter, and it's just been bully ball all the way down this field. That man right there, Braden Daniels, calling his number several times. No big plays, just little plays that hurt.
I like how you described that. Bully ball.
That's what it was.
That's exactly what it was. We're tied at 21. We got a ball game. So glad you're with us. Another look here, Stick. Daniel's starting to get in a groove.
Yeah, that time they put 65 in the backfield. Ryan Kern in the backfield as a lead blocker. It's a big fella coming at you.
You look at the Rams of Rockford out of the OK Red Conference. 2,500 strong in the enrollment. It's a big school. 7-3 last year. 5-2. That's considered a down year in these parts. 3 state titles to their credit. Last in 2008. Runners up in 98 and 06. You might remember Joe Staley, Fire Up Chips. How about it? Played 4 seasons at Central, of course, 6-time Pro Bowler, all-decade team in the 2010s. He was a 49er. He was an All-Pro for 3 years. He's the pride of Rockford. He was a Ram. And the Rockford Rams, a proud football program led by that man, Brent Cummings. What a great job Brent Cummings has done. And a lot of respect for Brent and what he's done here, not only as a head coach, but as a strength coach. And as a parent, he's raised 5 children, and 2 of them are on this team for Rockford playing well tonight. The last one had a key catch on the drive, his son Jack.
Interesting kickoff there for Rockford. They've been booting it through the end zone pretty much all game long, and on that one, just kind of a pooch to the corner. Only giving them the ball at the 30-yard line. So some decent field position here for Saline. We'll see how they can respond. And honestly, Saline hasn't touched the football in a long time in real time.
And that was intentional, don't you think?
It had to be. Kind of cool down Carr, maybe get them out of rhythm a little bit. And when you're an offense coming out, chomping at the bit to get back on the field, and you got to wait 7 minutes of game time, it's tough sometimes to get in your rhythm.
Let's take a look at number 4, Rush. You talked about his health at the end of the first half. We'll keep an eye on that. Keys will reset. Play action. Tommy rolling right. Tommy looking middle. Pocket collapse. Dangerous pass, and it's nearly picked by Downing. Make it Vanderturg, the outside backer.
Yeah, that was very close. And you're seeing Carr carry the ball out. Look how far it is away from his body when he's trying to. That's how it got stripped earlier in the game, but a great defensive play by number 9, Vanderling on that, Vandertug on that.
Stick, Austin Sonnenberg is amazing with finding things out. Not only all week, he helps us out in media relations, but he just picked out an important point in this game. There have been no flags. I know. No flags in this game.
We've been a part of games where there's like 87.
I mean, it's worth mentioning. It's not a no-hitter. Come on. My goodness. Carr looking right. There's the arm strength, but there's some accuracy that was errant thanks to the mad rush coming from the mad man. That's Spencer Munson, the undersized nose guard, getting nosy again.
And usually when you talk about the nose guard position, you're not highlighting pressure on the quarterback, right? Their job is to occupy the interior linemen and make sure that nobody can move in the middle of that line. Getting the pressure there caused that incomplete pass. So when your nose guard is getting pressure, it's problems.
And he's getting it against an offensive line like Saline's that's celebrated.
Well, and you see him, look how tiny he is compared to everybody else. But that is a strong man right there in the middle.
Critical play, 3rd down and 10 from their own 30. Carr, hands off, jet sweep right, nowhere to go. Spun up and spit out. And Cruz Hansen was contained, and it's punting time for the first time tonight for either squad.
And once again, going back to right before the first half, look at the nice run here. Great block by number 4, clearing house.
Wow.
Samuel Cummings got the brunt end of that block, but still, you held him on 3rd down. I'm sure he'd take that all day. But once again, Chad, a big 3rd down stop. They didn't get that in the first half.
Very true. Kevin Huber will punt it from his own 20.
And that's blocked. Blocked. Sam Cummings picks it up. Touchdown, Cummings! A Sammy slam. He blocked it, scooped, and scored it. And the Rams have scored 3 straight touchdowns to take the lead. The comeback kid Cummings did not play. Injured last year, had to sit out. Injured the year before. How about it? You can't feel better for a human being in this building more than Cummings.
And that was a drawn-up play by the special teams, crisscrossing in the front and then coming straight up the middle. I thought he came off the edge unblocked, but it was straight up the middle. The punter never had a chance to get that off. Way to pick it up and run it in.
Extra point up and good. Rockford, it's been a game of runs. Saline went on a 3-touchdown run. Now it's Rockford on a 3-touchdown run, and they've now regained the lead 28-21 stick.
And this is why I'm so glad high school football is back. Look at right up the middle. You see him occupied and straight up at him. Never a chance. That ball hit him in the knee.
Right.
He didn't even block it with his hands. He blocked it with his knees.
Sam Cummings, a guy that is a college prospect and a playmaker. Missed all of last year with a knee injury. He's come back, and the coach's son serving himself right. And a guy really missed 2 seasons. He missed his freshman and his junior season. Ferris State, Grand Valley are interested, and how could you not? A feel-good story there before our very eyes in Sam Cummings.
Well, listen, if you can miss 2 seasons and still have interest from high-profile schools, that means you're a pretty darn good athlete. If he puts a lot of things on tape this year, sky's the limit.
His coach, his head coach, and his father, Brent Cummings, says he's been ready since June. I mean, he's been rearing to go, but he was just recently cleared a month ago. Coffin kick to the corners of Butte, but it's well returned to the 25. And that is Austin Abbott, the return man and wide receiver. Oh, what a game right now. But it has been a game of runs, and Rockford's starting to feel it right now in the second half.
Yeah, well, the defense is starting to complement the offense, right? They're getting off the field when they need to. They're making the first punt of the game here in this second half. So Rockford, you could tell, they're fired up. The sidelines are into it. Everybody's ready to go here. It's opening night, and the whole city's behind them.
Yes, sir. Keep an eye on that other game going on. Dakota and Brother Rice. Brother Rice just 2 wins last year, and right now they are trailing 14-10. Dakota has come back and scored, and that game's in the 4th quarter, but it's a game. Not a lot of folks gave that game a chance to be competitive. Not us. Handoff up the middle, and this guy's done some damage tonight. James Rush, the Princeton commit. Gain of about 2.
Yeah, there he is adjusting that ankle, though, again. Like, see, look at, he's coming up a little gimpy, Chad. He's not 100% in this game, and he hasn't been since early in the second quarter. And you wonder how long they're going to ride this train. You tell him, look at, he's looking at the coach right now. Like, am I coming out? Am I playing? Am I coming out? All right, I'm playing.
Yeah. A little bit of gimpy, shaking it out, that right foot. He's thinking about it anyway. And as a player, when you're thinking about it, it's sometimes just enough. Carr now with 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Play action, looking over the middle, got his big tight end. Caught at the 40. Ahern wraps him up, a little extracurricular. But a key catch there by the big fella headed down to Bulldog Nation.
And I was surprised they didn't get him going a little earlier in the first half. I think me and you were both looking like, hey, when are they going to start targeting this? Because I think he only had 1 catch in the first half. But there you see it. Get him in space. Those hands, he gets those big mitts on the ball. He's not letting them go.
Big part of the track team that was regional champs this last spring under their head track coach Corbin Brown in his 9th year.
A 6'6" guy on the track team.
And he can run.
Yeah.
What'd you tell us? 22 miles an hour in pads?
21 in pads, yep.
Big and fast. Carr looking left, sets up that screen to that big and fast man. Got one guy to beat down that sideline, and he's chopped up at the 40. It's a gain of 20, and Key's starting to feel it. And give that man that ball, you said.
Yeah, draw the plays up for him, but I just feel so bad for offensive linemen sometimes on those plays. And Austin Sonnenberg, this is your fault, the flag coming. But look at, they're downfield, the big linemen, but they absolutely hit nobody. They're just running big fellas in space. Is that an eligible downfield?
Yeah.
That'll do it. Thanks, Austin. Add it to the barbecue.
Oh, it's a credible offensive line. They've got the young Esposito on there, the Michigan commit, Louis Esposito, and he's headed to Michigan. What a roster that's been assembled by Albert Karshnia, the director of football operations for Michigan football. And one of the guys he's brought in is Keys, and I'm sorry, one of the guys he's brought in is Esposito.
So,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Sorry, this penalty's on Rockford.
Okay.
They just moved the ball up to the 45-yard line and gave them a first down. So this wasn't a holding call.
But it negated the play. Play not accepted, and they took the penalty instead. I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm confused, but either way, first down from the 45.
Okay.
Defensive holding is what you're saying?
Fair enough. We'll go with it.
If Pat the Stat says it, I believe it.
Pat the Stat's flying solo tonight. We're giving him a long leash. But if he says it, I believe it. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Into the backfield is Cherry, the RB2, and he carries for 3 up the gut.
And I'm looking for number 4 on the sidelines for Saline. See if he came out of the game. I don't see him. Oh, there he is. He's down about the 30-yard line, just kind of hanging back. Love to hear what's going on with his ankle because the number 1 running back goes down. Looks like he's just giving himself a rest. He's hanging out with the coaches. They could be holding him out.
We'll get a report on it shortly. Charlotte Turbrock is down there. So, under 2 minutes, clock rolling. Saline now in no hurry to snap the football. 2nd down and 8 is in front of them. Under 2 minutes to go. They find themselves down a score. Saline was up 2 scores earlier in this game. The future Red Hawk rolling right, looking on the run, comeback route, caught at the 42-yard line. A pitch and catch that's completed to Lucas Fidich, who comes back and makes a fine play. This senior's a big part of the team.
Yeah, and I don't know if that was a designed rollout or if that play was just blown up by our boy number 47, Mr. Munson, up the middle. But that was a nice rollout pass. Once again, though, just carrying the ball way out here when you're trying to escape. That's a recipe for disaster.
Trips left. Carr will reset the quarterback, or the running back, Cherry. Fade route right side. Did he haul it in? Yes, a catch down to the 25-yard line. That's Cruz Hansen with a catch. There's a late flag that came in.
Maybe a little taunting after that catch, but you know, kind of worth it. But here you go. Look at how professional this play is by Carr. He sees the rush coming. He knows he doesn't have time. Puts it on the back shoulder jump ball, and what a great catch. And then the extracurriculars right here, letting them know about it. You can't do that.
Yeah, Kyle Short's going to come over.
But to his credit, it's after the first down was established, so you're okay.
We heard about the strong hands, and we saw it there. I mean, that's a tough catch for Hansen, and he'll take a seat. But clock running, under a minute. We'll get ready for the 4th quarter in a second here. Charlotte Turbrock is standing by, and Saline looking to tie this thing up. We've got some chaos. Brady Baldwin late to get on the field, the sophomore.
I think he was just throwing his mouthpiece or something off the field.
Yeah. Carr looking for it all. Got it, man! Oh, he just overshot the breaking free favorite target, Abbott. Just a hair too long.
Well, Rockford's selling out on defense. They blitzed about 9 men on that play, leaving some single coverage out there. And Saline could have taken advantage of it. Just a little bit of a rollout, a little bit too far on that throw. And it's tough when you're throwing back across your body like that. You know, you want to put some more air on that and let your receiver run under it instead of trying to hit him on a dime.
Yep.
My goodness, you could tell Rockford, they're starting to get a little, just dialing up the defense, I want to say. Not getting the pass rush they want with their down 3. So they're blitzing a couple times on this drive.
Aggressive. That's certainly how you could describe this defense. It's been a tradition of excellence here under their longtime defensive coordinator, Randy Vanderveen. Jason Vanderlaan is their offensive coordinator, former Harlan Trophy Award winner. Carr's going to take off, and he's going to get the first down and more before he's thrown out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Oh, you see the athleticism that they talked about and the burst from Tommy Carr.
Well, there you see it once again, the blitz coming off the edge, putting pressure on him immediately instead of waiting for the defender to get to him, pulls it down, runs to the left, and picks up the first down.
Back with a fourth quarter right after this. Let's go down to the field to Charlotte Turbrock. Charlotte, take it away.
Thanks, Chad. Heading into this third quarter, Rockford came out hot. They marched right down the field, scored to even the score 21-21. Then they had an amazing scoop and score defensive play to bring the lead 28-21. Rockford has been exciting in this third quarter. Saline is still trying to bounce back to even out the score, but this is nothing short of an exciting game. Fourth quarter coming up here soon. Chad, back to you.
Thank you very much, Charlotte. Appreciate that. And it has been a back and forth, turnover-heavy game. A lot of what we expected in week one, flag-free until Austin jinxed it.
Brought it up.
But one flag in this game. I mean, pretty darn clean played game for week one.
Yeah, I'd say so, and honestly, a fun game for week one, too. I think both of these teams, they'll look back on this tape and say that they haven't played their best football, and that's what you want, right? You want to look back on week one and be like, hey, that's not the team we are going into the state playoffs. I think a lot of growing things you could take out of this game good, and a lot of improving things bad, too.
Bet. All right, fourth quarter upon us in this tie ball game. 28-21 lead. Ball's on the 28, of course. Step up, throw, end zone, out route, knocked away. Ahern says, at the 5-yard line, broken up, taken out of the hands of Fittich.
Yeah, slow developing play. It looked like the wide receiver had plenty of time, but Carr, once again, under pressure. That pressure of Rockford is causing these missed throws, and a big play by the featured player, Mr. Ahern.
He's been all over the field. The Ferris State commits.
Scoring touchdowns, too.
Well, the national champions, the rich get richer.
And not a far drive from here, too. What's it, like 30 minutes north of here?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. A little due east.
No, it's straight north.
Is it straight north?
Straight up 131.
Okay, my bad. You asked me. It's your former player, Pat the Stat. That's his area.
Yeah.
I know you were also rocked the airwaves in Grand Rapids.
104.5 SNX. The lovely Schmitty was here. I saw her.
Okay. Shout out Schmitty.
Yeah.
So, just underway, fourth quarter. A one-touchdown lead for the Rams. And Carr will take it himself, and he's done a little bit more work on the ground in the second half.
Yeah, a lot of it has been due to the pressure and him trying to scramble out of the pocket. That time, it was a designed run, putting 2 lead blockers in front of him. As you see, Samuel Cummings, who had the big punt block and touchdown, limping off the field right now. Got a feeling that young man will be back in the game, though. Who we haven't seen back on the field, though, is Mr. Rush.
Yeah, and we'll try to get a report on Rush, find out what's going on down there. He has not returned to the game.
I told the sideline reporter he's just fine. I find that hard to believe.
Well, yeah, sometimes the story's a little deeper than the surface. We shall see. No Charlotte's on it. Carr trying to get the defense to jump, and he did just that.
No,
that's what smart quarterbacks do.
He got his wide receiver to jump.
Oh, that's not what smart quarterbacks do.
Well, you're hoping your wide receiver knows it's a hard count and the clap doesn't jump him off sides, but that's exactly what happened.
That is far from Tommy's fault.
Well, it's Austin's fault.
2 flags all of a sudden.
3.
3.
The personal foul, the defensive holding, and that.
All right.
That's true.
Not
that I'm counting.
We'll take 4 a quarter. We'll take 4 a game, 1 a quarter.
Makes it 3rd and 9.
So Cherry's still in there at running back. The Princeton commit not in there. And James Rush is a big part of this offensive attack. Now a check with me. Carr gonna make the call. 3 to the left. Motion. Keys slot left. On a 3rd and 9. Over the middle. Got a man caught. First down. Down to the 18-yard line. A tough cookie catch over the middle. And it's been Cruz Hansen as the lead character in the receiving corps.
And I love that route combination. You send Keys high on the post route. You bring Cruz Hansen underneath. The safety's in a bad position. If he drops deep, you throw it underneath. He comes up, you drop it over top. And that's exactly what they did. Great read on that by Carr.
Use him as a decoy, right?
Yeah. Well, not really a decoy. It's like an option play, right?
Right, but they're going to attract the Georgia commit. Yeah. They're going to send double coverage,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
You think? I mean,
I would.
Now, back in there, it looks like, is that man, James Rush. He gets the carry, scoots forward for just a few.
Rush on the carry.
Inside the 20 to the 18. We roll under 10 minutes in this 1-score lead for the home team Rams, who once trailed by 2 scores.
On the tackle along with Manor.
Yeah, they let up 21 straight points to Saline, but then came back with a vengeance. It was 21-7 at one point.
Defenses coming up big. Defense coming up big for the Rams. Cummings, well, special teams big as well with the Cummings block, punt block, and return. And then the defensive fumble that was forced that set up Rockford for the short touchdown run.
Yeah, if you're Saline's defense, you're looking at that scoreboard and be like, hey, that's not us. That's not all us. 14 of that is not us.
Yep, those guys to your left across that window, through that window, agree. Keys in the slot right. Carr looking that way. Out route Keys. Caught at the 7-yard line. That's a first down. Move the chains. A big boy catch for the 6'6" senior tight end.
Yeah, and Ahern just kind of like shrugs his shoulder. What else can I do? I was there. I was on time. May even been a bit early, but the big fella with the big hands able to pull it down for the first down right about the 7-yard line.
Guy that's good with kids. He's part of the program and volunteers and takes it as part of his mission to talk and work with the kids at the grade school. Just a good guy all around, described by his coaching staff.
Yeah, and you know, when you're that type of athlete in high school, you know, sometimes the ego can get to you. So it's nice to hear about the humbleness of these kids and just how, you know, they give back a lot.
You bet. First and goal from the 7 with 7:55 to go. Saline trying to tie. Carr steps up over the middle and it's tipped. Oh, he had a crossing route and wanted his top target, Abbott. Active hands by the Rams.
I thought he was going to run that in, but at the last second he saw Abbott wide open. But if you look, I think he had a lane. He steps up into the pocket. A nice read here. He has a better read than I do from up here, but I thought he could have ran that ball in.
I think you're right. So, second down, 7. Back to the linebacker playing Wildcat, and that's Bryce Barberino. He's been that guy in that role, and it's worked well except on that play.
Listen, I'll take 2 out of 3 touchdowns every time if that's what you're going to give me when I call that play. But, yeah, they went to the well one too many times. Rockford had seen it. They snuffed it out this time. So now you get a little creative play calling, maybe some misdirection here, or just don't outthink it. Throw a jump ball to your 6'6" Georgia commit.
Called the shot.
And here he is.
Third and 7.
Checking on the play. They got single coverage on Keys right here. playing off him about 7 yards.
Slot right, Keys back in their rush. Carr has time, spins out, in trouble, evades pressure. Oh, what a move. Throw, dropped, and the tip was nearly caught. Oh boy, the original pass was nearly completed to Fittich, but wow, this one nearly caught on the back end as well. How about Carr's evasiveness?
Yeah, the pocket presence, the ability to keep his eyes down the field. You see a lot of kids, as soon as that pocket collapses, they just start running, but Carr wants to keep the play alive. That time just a little bit off, but here they are, a big 4th down. This is what Rockford has needed all game long. They've come up big lately. Can they do it again right here?
Down a touchdown. Not knowing if they'll get the ball back. Going for it. 4th and goal. Trips right. They'll send Keys alone left side.
Yeah, look at their signaling. Keys up top.
One-on-one against Ahern. Timeout called. We'll take it with them. Big play coming up on the other side of this break. What do you got?
You see the cornerback? He's like, I'm out here alone on Keys. I'm out here alone. And then he started frantically calling timeout.
We'll actually keep it right here. Kyle Short, the head coach, in his 2nd year, 10-1 on the field at Saline. Hudsonville a couple years as the quarterback coach, and then Coach Cummings, Brent Cummings of Saline of Rockford said, "Hey, why don't you come be my OC?" So he did in 2020. And then Belleville across the way, their head coach said, "Hey, we want him." And he was the OC. They won a state title under Kyle Short as their OC. Jermaine Crowell, the head coach. And then at Detroit Catholic Central for a season, and then got the head gig, and he's been on his way. MLive Coach of the Year in 2024. Back-to-back state titles at Belleville. There were 2 titles then. He's on baby watch tonight. Baby number 2 is coming, and it could happen at any point. He might have to exit mid-game. So it's an exciting night for the Shorts. Good luck to Kyle Short and the family, and a lot on their minds, a lot of exciting times here in Rockford. 4th down play coming up.
There we go. Now they put the safety over top on Keys up top. That means you have mismatch at the bottom of the screen.
You do.
You got numbers.
So, 4th and 7. Saline either ties it or turns it over. Carr gonna step up, gonna run, and keeps it alive. Rolls right, got a man caught. Get out of here. Oh, the Hornets with the ultimate sting. Touchdown Hornets, and it's number 16, Fidich, for the score. Wow.
All right, can we give him a nickname? Can we call him the Magician?
Houdini.
Because he pulled a rabbit out of the hat here. Tackled once, tackled twice, rolls to his right, comes back, find an open wide receiver to tie the ball game. My goodness.
Wow, the extra point to tie this thing. What a play. Snap's good, the hold solid, and the kick is true. We're tied at 28 on the Houdini-like Carr play that no one gave him a shot, and this Rockford Ram audience is shocked.
And you saw it earlier in the game, his ability, like we said, to keep his eyes down the field. The play's not over till I say it's over.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss.
McKinley scores!
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
And we're back. We got a couple of barn burners right now. Tied up here as the return goes to 23, and we've got an update at Brother Rice, Dakota. It's 14-10. Brother Rice is facing a 4th down play.
And somebody's got a cramp on the field. So we'll keep you updated on that. But how about the presence tonight for Brother Rice on the road at Dakota?
Yeah, big showing for them. But here, how about the presence of this young man, Mr. Carr, on the field, scrambling, dipsy doing. I thought he went past the line of scrimmage. Apparently he did not. He came back, rolled around, and look at the pure excitement, jumping into coach's arms. Yeah, I'm the man. I'm the man.
Oh, the Hornets looking for their first win of the year. 1,600 students. Division I, 7-4 last year, but 10-1 on the field. And runner-ups in 2014. How about C.J. Carr? He's getting the nod. The starting quarterback is a Saline Hornet, and he's a good one. Of course, the grandson of the legendary University of Michigan head coach Lloyd Carr, 4-star recruit, went to Notre Dame. All he did is put up over 2,700 yards in the air, 24 touchdowns. He can run it too, and he was named the starting quarterback just a couple of weeks ago for Notre Dame. He'll debut on Sunday night against the Miami Hurricanes. So, tie ball game stick, 28-all, 6.5 left, Rockford on the drive. What do you expect from the Rams?
Same as what they've been doing, just slow, methodical, chunk, like 4 or 5 yard plays and just keep the ball, and they literally could end this game with this last possession.
All right, Jaden Daniels has been the man at the helm.
Uh-oh, fumble.
Another loose ball again. They do get it back, but ball security tonight has been a thing.
And that is exactly what could not happen to Rockford. We talked about them playing on time, getting 3 yards of play, not panicking. Now you're behind the chains. Now it's 2nd and 15. Even if you get your 5 yards, you're at 3rd and 10. Whole different ball game.
And it's really a position this offense has not been in much this ball game.
No.
Really, neither team has been behind the chains. So this is a big adjustment here for this offense.
There's absolutely no safety help over the top, though.
Here's a blitz. Hit by Harris and overshot, but they had to get it away because Harris, the Miami commit, was breathing down the neck of Jaden Daniels.
But that's exactly what I was talking about. You have press coverage with 0 safety help. You better hope that cornerback gets a chuck off the ball, or that's what you're going to see. Luckily, the timing and the passing wasn't there, but man, he was behind the defender, ready to score a 80-yard touchdown.
That's Braden Daniels, not Jaden. My fault.
Both good quarterbacks.
Both good quarterbacks, just different leagues. Same church, wrong pew. Daniels with a hard count on a 3rd down and long. 3rd and 15. Trying to keep this thing alive, looking for their own Houdini act. Snap high, throw fade, well covered, and nearly intercepted. Oh, it was Velcro coverage on this near sideline, and the Rams are going to have to punt this thing away after a 3-and-out.
But see what I'm talking about when you don't stay on time? Like, you don't even if they got 0 yards on that first play, on 2nd down, I don't think they're trying to bomb. And then once you try the bomb and it doesn't pay off, you're 3rd and 15. The only thing you can do is do that again. You become predictable on offense, and it really just changes everything.
And now it gives Saline a chance to ride their momentum.
Back deep for the Hornets.
And back deep. And that is a snap, and it's loose, and that is going to be a safety. Another snap issue, and Saline has taken the lead 30-28, and they'll get the ball back. A couple of snap issues tonight. And I kind of looked away on this one. I didn't see what happened.
Well, here you go. You're going to get a look at it coming right at you, just a little bit too high. And then the punter's got a business decision to make here. He falls on it. That's probably the right thing to do. Either that or just kick it out of the back of the end zone. You don't want to try to pick it up, punt it, and all that good stuff, get it blocked in a touchdown. But the special teams in this game have been special on both sides of the ball, Jed.
Sure has. Oh, what a big, big mistake there. Rockford fans trying to rally, but
it's all off that 1st down play that went backwards, right? 2 bad snaps on that drive alone could cost Rockford the game.
A Saline safety on an errant snap. 30-28. Saline gets it back stick. What do they do on the drive, and what kind of, do they stay aggressive?
No. You do what you've been doing all game, just drain the clock. I mean, the time of possession for the teams seem to be pretty even, but how long they occupy it when each one has a possession. There hasn't been a ton of possessions in this game.
Yeah.
But there's been a lot of scores.
So with 5:37 to go, the Rams will boot it from their own 20. By the way, we have a final at Dakota. Dakota holds on to win 14-10. And just one score in the second half. It was a Dakota touchdown, but a statement hang in by Brother Rice that they're a little different this year than that 2-win team last year.
Hey, better showing for them, but still on the wrong side of the win column.
It is, and you tip the cap to Dakota for holding on at home. All right, the kick taken at the 35-yard line. Good field position across the 50 down to the 45. And a jet-like return. And see the ball carrier on that. It was number 18, and that's Brady Baldwin, a guy we have eight. Austin Abbott, the wide receiver, showing that burst.
Yeah, it looked like the ball man came out there at the end, too, the
It
way
did.
some of them were reacting.
It did.
Ooh, that would have been a huge play. But here you go. If you're Saline, do you go for, I mean, before the kick, you asked me, do you go for the kill shot? I said no, because I was assuming field position would be far back. Now, first play out, maybe catch them sleeping, go for the kill shot.
All right, you heard it here first. The coordinators are just to your left, so they might be listening. We'll know in just a second. It is a run up the middle, and it is a conservative play with a positive result. It's a gain of 5 to the 40, and Saline just chipping away.
That's the smart play.
Down the field.
Yeah, just get the clock running, get this possession going. You know, if you come out here with an incomplete pass right off the bat and you waste 3 seconds, that's not good. You're working against the clock right now, too, especially now that you have the lead.
Bet.
But it's so nice to have a quarterback you can trust, too. Make those decisions. And Carter's done a great job in this game.
He has indeed. So, double tight set here. He'll reshift.
Oh, flea flicker.
A little razzle dazzle. They're going for it. Abbott near the goal line. Did he get it? He's down at the goal. They knocked him down at the half-yard line. They did go for the kill. Razzle dazzle in the chutzpah coming from Saline.
Well, there you go. They didn't want to do it on first down. They're smarter than me. They got the clock rolling. They took off some time. And then what did they do? Then they went for the overhand right, and they nailed it. It's all about timing, and what an ability to be able to trust your quarterback in that situation, too.
And how about hanging on for the catch? Austin Abbott. He took a pop, and they mark him down at the 1. That's a tough luck mark down at the 1.
Honestly, not really for Saline. Now you get to run some more time off the clock. You're doing okay. That's ideal, actually. Yeah, you get 3 more plays if they don't score here. Going from the shotgun.
Shotgun Carr going to call his number and tap in. Oh, Tommy with a touchdown. And that might have done it. An 8-point lead for Saline, and the run is official. The Hornets with 3 straight scores.
And that man right there, Mr. Carr, the last 2 possessions has done it with his arm, has done it with his leg, has done it with his brain, has done it with everything that you can imagine. I mean, that scramble to get the touchdown before that, accepting the ball on that flea flicker with chaos going in front of you, then delivering a perfect pass. This kid's got it all.
He really does. Big-time play by a big-time player, the future Red Hawk, going to play for Chuck Martin.
Attempt the extra point.
And an important extra point here. It does move it to a 2-possession game. Extra point is indeed good. It's a 2-possession game. It's a 9-point lead. It's a 3-score run by Saline. For the second time tonight, they've scored 3 straight times in this game.
Yeah, here you get a nice look at the bomb. A perfect spiral. That's twice in this game. His 34-yard touchdown pass earlier, perfect tight spiral. And there, let him finish the job. He threw the ball, let him finish the job.
All right, Rockford, can they rally? We'll find out after this. Follow the Prep on social media. We're on TikTok, X, Instagram, Facebook, and right here on our YouTube. And you can also be a part of our sponsorship team as well. Contact us today, info@theprepsports.com. Touchdown for Saline, and the extra point is good, and Rockford really up against it now. But that's not the Saline kickoff that Coach Short dreamt of last night.
No, but that's the least of their concerns right now. You get the ball at the 40, that's fine. We got to worry about 3 minutes and 54 seconds to kill with a 2-score lead. And if you're Rockford, you can still get it done. They're not the big play team. That's the one thing that's working against them. But we've seen it. They can make things happen.
They can. They've got some big-time playmakers. It's just not an offense that you would, Saline's got more of the quick strike ability. Rockford's got to do some things. We did see him last year with some quick strikes. The big tight end, but
and we saw last drive, press coverage, no safety help over the top. I doubt that's the defense they're going to call now that they're up 2 scores, but they have had the ability to get behind the defenders.
So a lot of work to do for Braden Daniels. 4 wide receivers set, aggressive Saline defense. Daniels going to hustle to get to the sideline and out of bounds, and a fine play up to the 41-yard line.
And Daniels coming up limping here. I'm not sure what happened at the very end of that play. He was fine running to the sidelines. Now he's walking back to the huddle, a little bit ginger.
Yeah, that is not something that...
he's holding his hammy. Here you see him. He's running fine. Then right at the very end when he tries to stop, you'll just see him grab his left hammy.
Ooh, he slipped on something, too. And we got a false start. That will move Rockford back a little further. Next week, it's Skyline for Saline. And with all due respect, not the same type of competition that they'll see against Dexter in week 4. A team that they'll look to get to their next most competitive game. And then for Rockford, well, they've got themselves a challenging schedule. It won't get easier. They're at the Big Red and Muskegon next week. There's a curl route picked off. Rush with an interception at the 40 to seal the deal for the Saline Hornets. It's coming here and made a stamp and a statement. And what looks like a huge road win to open 2025.
Yeah, James Rush, we talked about it, the guy that plays both ways, the only guy that does it. He was playing a little bit ginger throughout the game, and on that play, gets the big play. You see it right here, just a little bit of rush, and you got to think that has something to do with the leg power of the quarterback not being able to put all of his might into it after pulling up lame on that last play. But give credit to Rush and those hands, and Saline is feeling good. It's going to be a nice road trip back home.
What a night for the defense. I mean, a defense that came out, made plays early, gave up some touchdowns. They were put into some poor positions, as you mentioned. Don't put those other ones on us. And then they come out and really shut it down with that big behind-the-sticks play on what could have been the tying drive.
Yeah, and there you go. You get a look at
Not
Mr.
done
Rush.
yet. Rush says, I want to run the ball too, not just pick it off. And he rambles on the near sideline as the clock rolls to 3:31. 9-point lead for Saline.
No, but you brought it up, Chad. I mean, 14 of those points. One was scored off a block punt, so that has nothing to do with the defense. And the other one, the defense was put in a position at the 10-yard line to start the game. So, I mean, if you're looking at this as a coaching staff for the Saline defense, you're like, hey, we just held Rockford to essentially 14 points.
Yeah.
That's pretty darn good.
It is.
3 minutes and 6 seconds left. Just happy to watch that clock wind down.
Carr going to hand off to Rush again, and he'll ramble across the 20 down to the 19. And Rockford has yet to call any of their 2 remaining timeouts. Again, this was a return home trip for Kyle Short, a guy who's got a lot going on, some exciting times, about to have another child. But he feels so much gratuity towards the head coach, Brent Cummings, who gave him his first coordinator job at Rockford for a year, and that's really springboarded his career.
You think he regrets that?
No, not at all. Mentors never do that, but it's always tough when the pupil comes home and beats the teacher, right?
Yeah. More to come from both these teams. We saw last year, game 1 does not define your season.
No.
I mean, Cass Tech was a team that lost game 1 here last year, and all they did was go on and win a state title, despite starting the year 2-2.
Right. Yeah, and that's the thing. That's the beauty of high school football, right? It's about watching these young men grow throughout the season. And, you know, this is a learning experience for Rockford. It's a learning experience for Saline. And all you're going to do is compound this throughout the next 9 weeks and hope that you're hitting your stride come November.
Timeout on the field, under 2 minutes to go. We'll step aside from beautiful Rockford, Michigan on a pristine night in late August. Craving something tasty? Front Page Deli serves up amazing sandwiches, plus fresh salads, juicy burgers, hot dogs, and more. With 2 convenient locations in Oak Park at 10 Mile and Greenfield and in Southfield at 12 Mile and Northwestern Highway, you'll get big flavor and fast, friendly service every time. Swing by today or check out frontpagedeli.com for menus and hours. Your next great bite is waiting for you at Front Page Deli. Follow the Prep on social media. We're on TikTok, X, Instagram, Facebook, and right here on our YouTube. And you can also be a part of our sponsorship team as well. Contact us today, info@theprepsports.com. Chad Bush alongside Sam Stick Day. Charlotte Turbrock on the field reporting. She'll talk to our G of the game, presented by G Brand USA. She's got a nice cap to give out to one of the Hornets. I mean, there's some tough decisions out there. We don't really know where we're going to go yet.
Listen, Barbarino had it locked up early in the game.
He did.
But after the magician play, there's only one guy you can give this to. I'm sorry.
You're tipping your hand, brother. Remind me to always play poker with you.
I'm showing you my vote. You can decide on whoever you want, but that play will never be forgotten.
I know.
Honestly.
It was a magical play.
That was special.
It saved the game.
It was the turning point. It was everything in that part of the game.
So, 4th down play.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And honestly, I thought he may have crossed the line of scrimmage. I'll have to go back and watch. The officials didn't call it. Austin Sonnenberg saying no, so I agree with Austin.
All right.
But it was close.
It was close. Pursuit from the backside. It's a run, and it's going to be a little jet sweep to Hansen.
Caden Letty on the tackle. Good pursuit by Caden on that.
One of the senior reserves that big part of what they do. So much more to be had for both these teams. Both expected to do big things in their respective leagues.
Man, if you're Rockford, you got to go back and work on some long snaps. that last drive with the 2 missed snaps, you're going to regret those, at least until next week, right?
Yeah.
You got to have a short memory in high school football, especially when you're going to go travel to Muskegon. You can't be worried about snaps from the week before, but definitely something to think about.
Throw ball right side and go back to Hansen. Why not? He's had a busy night. Cruz Hansen, the junior receiver on the catch.
Austin Abbott putting in blocking work, too, on that outside.
Abbott, whose father played at Northwood and passed away a year ago. His father, Jason, big part, influence in his life, of course. And it's a lot of tough things to overcome for the Saline group. And
Yeah, it is crazy when we were talking about, 30 seniors and, 3 parents have been lost. They had a player last year who lost his parent, and it's just unbelievable what they have been through. And then
Chad Carr, of course. Chad Strong. No one will forget Chad Carr. Chad Tough, the youngest child of Jason and Tammy.
And I thought the coolest part of that was the reason he picked the color orange for that foundation. Chad picked it was because of his big brother's favorite color is orange. So pretty cool.
11 years ago, never forgotten. This ball game is over. Saline wins at 37-28 over Rockford in the opener. We'll come back with Charlotte Turbrock and our G of the game coming up right after this.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
At Foodie Centric, our client's agenda is our first priority. We specialize in unique items that are memorable and drive profits to your bottom line immediately. From gluten-free exclusive items to specialty Palazzolo gelato and Melting Moments ice cream sandwiches and so much more, Foodie Centric Solutions will have you set for success today, tomorrow, and for the future. Foodie Centric Solutions at the center of all of what's important for your first to your last goal. Chad Bush, Sam Stick Day with you. Charlotte Turbrock with our G of the game. And Charlotte is standing by with Tommy Carr. Charlotte, take it away.
Tommy, you are our G of the game, sponsored by G Brand USA. Good game tonight, good win, 37-28. You guys put up some big numbers on offense. What was clicking so well?
I mean, we started off slow, mainly on me. I started the game off with a fumble. That can't happen. But, we came back, we persevered, and we came back to the second half hot, and we just we never stopped, and we kept going.
You were put in some scrambling situations. You also had 2 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing. What kept you so poised throughout this entire game?
Yeah, my O-line did a great job. Receivers got open, and I just made a play, That's to the O-line mainly. They're blocking, they're giving me time, and I'm just doing my job.
Last thing, what is the overall message for Saline this season, and what are you going to continue going off of this game for the rest of the season?
We got a bad taste in our mouth from last year, and we're coming this season hot, and we're not stopping. We're going 100% every game, and we're coming for heads.
Congrats. Thank you.
Thank you.
Chad, back to you.
Thanks, Charlotte. Appreciate it very much. Congratulations to Tommy Carr. He wanted to give the hat back to Charlotte. She said, no, that's yours. I don't want your sweaty hat.
Keep it. You're the G.
You're the G, Tommy. You keep that thing.
But
we're proud.
We brought up the term retribution in the pregame show for this season for Saline, because when you have things taken away from you that you earned, it's tough. This year, a different mindset. They're coming out. They're ready to just go through whoever is in front of them to prove that big win streak that they had last year that got taken away was legit.
It sure was. The Hornets come out and end the game on a 16-0 run to head back to Saline victorious and 1-0 on the year. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with some highlights of this contest and put the baby to bed from Rockford right after this.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience,
Well, there you see the victorious head coach Kyle Short. Proud of his team, proud of their effort, resiliency. We started this game when they trailed this thing. After they turned it over, Stick, they were down 7-0 very quickly. On the road, some teams can handle that differently. Not this team.
Yeah, and I was impressed by that, but what I was even more impressed with is when they went down 21-7. Like, to get up early is one thing, and then to get down and have to come back yet again, that showed that to me that this team is ready to take that next step this year. And there you see it earlier, the early fumble by Carr, which led to the touchdown for Rockford. Mr. Daniels right up the middle for 3 yards, and that got him going. You thought, oh man, Rockford's going to get rolling. But no, sir. Barbarino was the early guy for Saline on offense, and you heard Carr talk about it in the postgame, like, hey, I wasn't going early. Luckily, we got my teammates, and this big play right here, a fumble. The Saline defense, man, led up really 14 points today. 3 turnovers that they got, and it led to this huge bomb by Mr. Carr. It was 34 yards to Abbott, who is also a tremendous blocker as a wide receiver, putting them up 14-7. And there you see a missed snap on a punt, recovered. And here you go again, Saline, Mr. Barbarino, Mr. First Half. I'm going to run it right at you, right up the middle. But then Rockford got back on the board with their big fella coming right at you. Love the way that guy runs. And then Daniels again with another touchdown. That put us at 21-21. And then the big block. You thought this, oh my gosh, game changer. The home team, big block. They're up 28-21. Saline, what are you going to do? You're on your heels. Well, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to scramble. I'm going to make a play that you should see on SportsCenter highlights #1 tonight. And there he is, scrambling, throwing that. And that was the turning point in the game. Next drive, 2 bad snaps. This one on the punt. Safety, get the ball back. Flea flicker down to the 2-yard line. Next thing you know, Carr rams it in. There you go. Ball game, baby. And, you know, you love the ebbs and flows. Not often do you see those big runs. Like, this was more of a basketball game when it came to runs than football traditionally is.
And this was a game, as you mentioned, the ebbs and flows of it, the back and forth, the turnovers. It was still a clean game, not a lot of turnovers, and both teams showed that, look, whatever they've got, I mean, you can see that Saline is a top 5 team in the state. You can see that they went on the road, got uncomfortable, got comfortable, and got right. And Rockford's got some work to do, but they've also got some pieces, and they've got a defense that they'll be able to lean on a lot this year.
Yeah, Rockford isn't going anywhere. We know that just from history and for fact. So I expect Rockford to bounce back next week in a big way. But just tip your cap to Saline. You know, they lived up to everything, and it's both sides of the ball. It's a balanced football team, a solid defense, and a very productive offense.
A great night tonight, my man. Good opening week.
Yeah,
great
week
work
1 in the books, baby.
At Sam Stick Day. Thanks to Charlotte Turbrock as well, our on-the-field reporter. I want to thank Christian Jackson, your executive producer, Evan Westfall on replay, Austin Sonnenberg on graphics and audio, Sean Scott making a hometown appearance on Camera 1. Good to see him back. DeAndre Pruitt, ace, a slim-down ace. Man, he's looking good. DeAndre Pruitt on Camera 2. Jason Harris made the trip from Indiana. We're not grateful. We're super thankful. We appreciate it. Chris Rose, Armani Rose, working that sideline, doing great work. Couldn't do anything without Carr. And, again, thanks to Sam Stick Day, Charlotte Turbrock, and to our statistician, Pat the Stat, a one-man wrecking machine up here in Rockford.
He's already on 96. He's halfway home.
He is. He's halfway there. Special thanks to both head coaches for these teams, Coach Brent Cummings for Rockford, Coach Kyle Short for Saline, and thanks so much to all of you, most importantly, for watching and tuning in tonight. Your final score, once again, it's a win for the Saline Hornets, and your final score is 37-28. Have a great night, everybody. So long.